Music's out. Welcome to the TrapNerd podcast. I'm here with my guys. Marv is on the cam. Ian on the mic, I think.
Way back yonder.
Josh is here. White Suede.
Hey.
How many episodes you got left?
Don't you agree with me, Marvin? That's one and one more.
CJ's here. I'm feeling it. That's your vibe? She sucked a nigga so.
Is this the joint with Gunna?
Got the cash app, yo. That shit go crazy.
This shit with Gunna?
No, that one.
This one right here.
This one I'll be feeling. This one I'll be feeling.
That's what you should have started with.
No, man, I was trying to.
I've been on top for a while. As I chip to the moon.
It's a tough
Yeah. Roddy Ricch.
But this ain't 2000. This ain't the end of the year music, is this? This don't sound like I'm about to go to.
How ain't it? Because this was one of the best albums of the year.
But
this just came out.
It don't sound like nigga.
This
This is party vibes. We about to go to the
gave
party.
us the ball drop already.
What you?
Whoa.
Or was that Fab? One of the motherfuckers gave ball drop.
They were both on it.
Yeah, both was on it. I just don't know what fucking song it was. That's the fucking joint now.
Either way it goes, man. It's the end of the year. How y'all niggas doing, man? Monty's here. You know what I'm saying? Round of applause for Monty. He ain't really on the camera.
You
on the
press
mic,
the round of
but
applause
he's
button?
in the room. Nigga, I don't even know what it is. Yo.
He said a round of applause.
A ain't round of applause.
Should be.
No, A is
A for applause.
Okay, air horns. Was try C.
Okay, I get it.
Nigga, fuck off. I ain't doing it. You know what I'm saying? How everybody doing tonight?
I'm cool.
We should just write it on a piece of
How are you
paper and
guys
put it
doing
over there
tonight?
for him.
I'm great. I feel wonderful.
Because I'm like, I'm cool. Y'all don't really tell me how you really feel.
I'm
Josh,
enthused.
how you feeling? How's
Enthused.
your love life?
Terrible.
Okay. Marv.
So I took a job in Wyoming and I'm now filled with existential regret.
Yeah. Goes like, you dipping in 3 weeks? Nah.
Oh, man, that's crazy. Marv?
That's all you got for
Nah,
him?
yeah.
See, this is why we don't tell you how we
Yeah.
really
He acting like he cared.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah. All right.
Marv, how you doing? Like,
No, because I was going to get on Josh in a minute, but I was going to go on you first.
What I do?
How you doing, nigga?
Oh, shit.
Fuck. How are you? How are you feeling? How is your mental space? How you feeling physically? How you feeling emotionally?
I caught my son trying to put dreads in his head this morning, you know.
All right, I understand you. So you're going through a crisis. I got it.
My little son.
I think he's going through the crisis.
He's going through the motherfucking crisis.
We slugging through the end of the year.
No, cuz trying to figure out
This is
his
the same one that
identity.
asked you to dye his hair?
Yeah.
This the one that's trying to figure out his identity.
This is the one with the bad energy? Or the
He
old
doesn't
one?
like his hair.
That's the
He's trying to
oldest. My
figure something.
oldest son is the one who just want to
Either that or
keep
he's
dyeing
into
his
his-
hair, putting dreads
Marv,
and shit in it.
we see you have some new spectacles.
You see them?
Are they prescription or
They
those
are.
for style?
They are prescription.
So you
Those
walked
glasses
into
have
So-
put
so-
the
no, no,
Hotep
wait,
energy
wait a
into
second,
him.
Wait a second, Marv.
And that's why he was
You
up in-
walked into the office and picked those frames.
No, I went on Zenny.com, baby.
Oh, so you actually went on the internet and picked those frames?
Yeah, man. Go on the internet. You pick them out. You give them your prescription. They slice them bad boys up. You know what I mean? And then boom. I feel like they made me look educated, you know?
You wish you hit a whole new level of watch with those on.
Exactly. That's
Right
what
now,
it
you look like you look like you trying to tutor young girls.
is. What?
You look like the math tutor.
I was gonna say
that's too personal.
He looks
I
like he's
go
about
to
to teach
fathers.
black studies at a historical black university.
He just want the youth to succeed and
It's all that they do, brother.
All that you do, I wish you all the greatest.
These
success.
white men are
CJ,
dangerous.
How you feeling? Like you got this velvet on?
They are now and they always have been.
feeling real wavy.
You feeling wavy? How's business?
Booming.
Booming. How's your love life?
Booming.
Damn,
Oh,
shade.
that's what I'm gonna say. It's great.
Oh, all right, man. Well, are you guys ready to do some potting? I'm ready to do some fucking potting.
How your love life, nigga?
Word.
This ain't
It's
about
booming?
me. This is about y'all. No, nigga, it's not.
I'm surprised you ain't a dad yet. I was ready to come in here and say
About that,
congratulations.
bro.
I mean, you are a dad, but
Yeah, so your love life is not booming.
Not booming at all, nigga.
Your
Like,
girl ain't gonna like that.
man, listen. So she better keep doing the laps and jumping jacks so we can get this kid out before the end of the year so we can write him off on our taxes. But
I was just talking to my little brokey about that today. Man.
listen, son, you gotta get that shit out, man.
how strict are they?
now.
If it comes out at 12:01, They getting
long as
on
you
you?
As long as that birth,
2019,
that birth
nigga.
certificate says 2019.
So if that baby comes out at 12:01, January 1st, 2020, you ain't getting
I
taxes.
ain't getting
no,
paid,
you're not
nigga.
getting taxed to the next year.
But you be in the paper.
Man, fuck
You be-
out of here.
You be
You get like a lifetime, like a
Yeah, you get-
with a diaper system.
That's that's more than the taxes, bro.
Nigga.
Put that baby in diapers for 2 or 3 years.
That actually might
That
be a play.
it might be beneficial.
You better be
Where
like,
do you guys
yo.
want to start? Do you guys want to start with you, or do you guys want to start with Drake?
I feel like you, and then
Start with
Drake,
you,
and then it
because that's
segues into music.
All right, so shout out to my nigga Joe.
Will.
Air horns.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert for those who haven't watched the first 2 episodes.
Nah,
or
fuck
3
you if
episodes.
you ain't watched them first 2 episodes. That's
First
on you.
3 episodes, because I watched the first.
Yeah, that is on you.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying, Joe's back. Our favorite.
No pun intended.
Yeah, our favorite stalker is back in a new city, a new girl, and a new motive. This time, he's trying to protect her. He's trying to protect her from himself. That's what we got from the first 2 episodes. You guys intrigued? You guys feeling it? You feeling it?
I saw the whole thing, so yeah, I love it. I'm gonna just play like
Josh?
I didn't see the first.
Yeah, I thought after the first episode that she was gonna end up being like him,
No, we'll fuck
and they
you
were
up.
gonna be like trying to out creepy each other.
That's me too. I thought that
But
too.
because she was everywhere, and then
She
yeah.
was mad aggressive.
Yo,
Yeah.
she gave mad creepy vibes.
Yeah, she's super aggressive. I'm like, okay.
But really, it was him.
The
Like
whole
she
time.
was showing
No,
up.
he's
that
a
was the
master
whole thing at the end.
manipulator.
Yeah,
He's a master.
he was manipulating himself.
Into thinking that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was showing up places where she was at, and it made it look like she was showing up places where he was at.
You know what I'm saying? No, what really threw me for
So
a
that
loop
fucked
was
my
the
whole
Candace.
theory
I
up.
thought Candace was going to be a hallucination the whole time. And the fact that she's really alive.
She might be though because he's hallucinating the other girl.
I thought.
No.
yeah, that's
So
what
the
I
whole
thought. That
thing
was
might be a
really alive.
hallucination.
You think so? Because the man was literally in New York and he went into a cafe in public and they sat down and the waiter asked Candace if she wanted something to eat. Like, I mean,
That could have been all in his mind, my nigga.
we don't know that. We don't know if it's all
Yeah.
in his mind or not. So I didn't. I mean,
That's was just
Marv
the point of
watched the show,
speculation.
so I'm gonna shut the fuck up. So, but that's what I'm.
I just
speculating.
certain parts. I'm gonna just shut up.
Okay.
I'm not gonna spoil it for y'all.
Yeah, but
mean,
Candace
shut
screwed
up.
me
I do
up.
think
But
she's
if it's
still
relevant,
But that is, I do. believe
Another
that
theory of mine
Mhm.
is that Candace sent this bitch.
Okay.
But that was when I was thinking that she was like a creepy one.
See,
But like she's like being the perfect girl for him just to be like, nah.
I think Delilah, the office manager or the
Hey there,
apartment
Delilah.
manager, she's got to go. I don't like her. I don't like her vibe. I don't like how she moves.
mean
She's
as
fine
hell.
though.
And little
She's the one with this little sister, right?
yeah,
yeah, she wants little sister.
yeah. I don't like the little sister either. Both of them bitches can go. Know what I'm saying
You don't like her for
What?
getting the vibe
I
that
don't
that
like the
dude's a
little
bad
sister. Like,
dude.
when she was like, when he was trying to help her out, and she's like, "Oh, you want to fuck me?" Oh, that was episode 3. My bad.
Thanks.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't
I'm
remember
sorry.
that.
I
I'm
went,
about to say, I know which part you're talking about.
but I don't like her vibe. But I'm definitely super intrigued for the first 2 episodes. I can't wait to go home and finish.
The whole season.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna finish the whole season because my girl won't let me. So I'm probably gonna watch another episode, and we'll be able to back talk about it. You guys, is it living up to the hype?
So far, so good.
Yeah,
So far, so good. Not disappointed.
no
I can
disappointments.
say that.
Mom got that face like y'all niggas don't even
I
know.
think this shit better than season 1.
Oh, word?
Yeah, and I ain't trying to overhype it for y'all, but I've been like, when I watch, I'm like, yo, this shit might be better than season 1. And I started seeing the reviews coming out, and motherfuckers agreeing with me. I'm like, oh, okay, it might be better than season 1. But we gonna see. I don't know. We'll see how y'all like it.
I think the girl in season 1 was finer.
Oh,
Definitely.
Beck was way
Beck was
finer.
Yeah.
Beck was thick. She had the blonde hair.
I don't really like blondes, but yeah, she was
I got a
thick.
thing for
I
him.
do love love. I do love love though.
Love's got a better personality.
I think I was going to say Love seemed like she a good girl for him.
I
Like,
love her.
she's a caretaker. She's a giver. She kind of remind me of the one black chick.
She ain't a hoe.
Yeah,
He don't
I'm
gotta
like,
find her
She couldn't
cheating.
explain that finger.
He got. Didn't he get it put back on?
Yeah, he did
Oh, he
get it.
did
He
get
did
it.
put it back on.
Yeah. But she did see him without it, didn't she?
No, she just saw the band-aid. She didn't know it was
Ah, okay.
But, yeah, man.
That was wild to me though. Like, I ain't know dude was just cut. his
Yo, my
fucking
nigga. My
finger
only
off,
question
yo.
is how the fuck?
I wish he was in
how
more
did he
of
get
it.
that cage to California.
Yes, yo, that's the first question. I was like, well, how did he fuck did he get that? He flew to California. How the
And-
fuck he get that cage?
How did he afford a warehouse in L.A.? A whole warehouse and then he built it there or whatever. I don't know.
In a storage container.
But he was talking about being broke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But how the fuck you renting a whole warehouse in L.A.?
How much do warehouses cost in LA?
A lot,
Around here
nigga.
they cost like $100 and something a year.
Really?
Hell yeah, you can get like a storage warehouse for like $150.
A whole warehouse?
No,
It's not a whole warehouse.
It was a big ass room,
I know
man.
what you're
Yeah.
saying. Like, not that.
It wasn't a storage. It wasn't a
little
storage unit.
garage fucking unit.
Yeah.
$150 a year, some shit like that.
But it was bigger than that.
He probably got.
And the fact that nobody else hear this nigga, can't nobody hear him screaming? Like, it's a nigga sitting inside of a fucking cage in a storage unit. Nobody hears this. Nobody else is coming to the storage unit ever.
He snatched them homeboy quick. I'm like, God damn, you just got here.
Word, I could've got out.
I'm like, God damn.
But, and then once another point that I want to make is that Joe's not wrong in anything that he's doing in this case. Okay, he's trying to protect the girl. He's like, yo, I don't want to love you because I love people. I hurt people that I love. So we could be friends. And old girl is like mad pushy. Not wrong.
Nah.
Or
First red flag.
So what about
I
Will?
felt like she was a little too.
What did Will do?
Will, which one? The
The
one-
real
The
Will.
real Will?
Okay. He was a necessary evil.
Yeah, but one, when
Doesn't make it right.
he isn't protecting her from himself because he's setting up the whole situation. He's setting up it takes her being aggressive, but he's setting the whole situation up for her to be aggressive.
Yeah, he like
Can we just
like what he's saying. He like placing himself in
Yeah.
position to be chosen.
He ain't trying to
Like,
stay away.
Yeah, it's like because he explained it in what episode?
It's like thirst trap.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like thirst
Except
trap
it's not on the
internet.
internet. Yeah.
listen? The man, either way, even if he wasn't doing all that creepy shit, he would still have a man locked up in a fucking storage unit.
he needed that identity.
I mean, look, yo, you're not even using your name. You don't want to. You ain't on the internet. Nobody knows who you are. You're not using it. Someone else needs it.
I needed to get away from this bitch named Candace.
Exactly. He's being exactly.
Why didn't he just kill Candace?
He didn't kill
tried
Candace.
to.
Why didn't
He
he?
tried to.
He tried to.
That
Not
was
and
the
that would have
part
been
that
like,
could've
you know
mattered.
what? Let's go talk about this in my apartment.
No, she said in public. She
Yeah,
said
she
no.
wasn't
we can
going
talk.
nowhere.
Oh yeah, that was at the end of last season. Yeah.
Didn't trust his ass.
Well, I'd be like, all right, I'm not talking to you.
I'm excited, guys. Okay, so moving on. You guys check out the Drake interview.
I did 2 hours
About
and
half
20
of it.
minutes. Lots
Checked
and
it
lots
out.
of
A
jewels.
lot of jewels,
Seen
lot
it
of
twice.
jewels. You guys want to unpack? A lot to unpack about it.
Yeah.
Okay, first thing I want to address is the fact that I'm tired of the Pusha T and Drake conversation. So I won't address.
I think he dead it at this point now.
Yeah, and I think that shit is over with, yo. He took
So
that.
did they
L.
bring it up or did he bring it up?
I-
They
it
did.
was, they brought it up,
They-
but I mean,
they
obviously, it's
asked
a conversation.
Every fucking question imaginable.
Yeah, but that's the thing, though. So we've only had one interview from Drake about the beef, and that was on LeBron's show.
Yeah.
So we never really got, hip hop or musical insiders to have ask the right questions. It
We didn't
was
get beat out to ask those
yeah,
questions.
it was a
LeBron fucking
conversation between him and LeBron, which is his friend. So when he addressed the fucking Pusha shit, like I pointed out in a group chat, tried to say he never liked Push and then beat out. Them niggas was real with him, like, yo, you had the microphone and everything. He's like, yeah, but I was
She said,
16.
Shit, I still got it upstairs.
Yeah, but I was like 16. But I think the wildest part of the entire interview is when he told me Serena Williams told him to drop back to back.
I wonder if Meek giving.
Come
her
on,
funny
son.
eyes.
Is that not the flyest more shit this shit ever, my
It was a
nigga?
subtle flex too. I'm
Like,
like,
that's-
what was you doing with Serena? For one,
No,
my
no,
nigga?
I was with Serena and she was like, yo, if you're gonna do it.
She heard the beat playing in
in
another
another
room.
room.
And she said, yo,
you're gonna do it.
you should use that one.
Yo,
Yeah, you should use that
imagine,
one.
imagine your friends being LeBron James and Serena Williams. Those are the niggas that put batteries in your back about music. What?
He was laying with Serena.
Goats in their own rights. You know,
Yo,
what I
you
mean?
right. That was pillow talk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Said if you gonna do it, you gotta be ferocious. You gotta be vicious.
Meek got bodied off some pillow talk.
Damn, son. His shorty hyped him up. You can't lose no fight in front of your girl.
Especially
now
when it's
she like
Serena
you
and
up.
she don't lose no fights.
That's a fact.
She can't be out
She'll
here.
beat Meek ass.
She beat your ass.
Yo, Sidebar, but when I saw that video of Meek like in the boxing gym, I was like, everyone from Philly knows how to fight except for Meek. I was so upset, bro.
Philly they're the breeding ground for boxing.
Yeah.
They're tough boxers.
If you're
Everyone boxes there.
You go from Philly to take your ass to Vegas, like that. That's the route, Philly to Vegas. And I'm looking at, I'm like, how did this happen?
He's like, I'm like,
Because them niggas.
how you grow up? You ain't just grow up in Philly. You grew up in the hood of Philly. How do you not know how to fight?
Them niggas was picking up
Them niggas
guns
was
by the time.
Yeah, I mean, by the time they were fucking 10, it must have been.
They was shooting.
But no, anything else y'all want to break down from the unpack from the joint? Did y'all want to talk about the debate that we had in the group chat?
Yeah, let's chop on.
All right, so Josh.
Am I the only one who feels that way?
So drop it. Drop it.
All right, so the dude said, like, basically called Drake a pioneer
Mons.
and making.
Mons.
The boy. Not
The boy. Mons. Mons said.
That Drake was a pioneer in making hits that didn't sound like hits. And I think
Radio hits.
Okay, so and you disagree in that point of how?
I other than Marvin's Room, I don't like. There's very few songs that Drake has had. His biggest hits, they sound like hits. They sound like radio hits. I mean, I got and back to back too. He was the first one to have like the diss track on there, which I'll 100% give him the credit for that. But
He wasn't the first. You nuts?
for playing on the radio,
Yeah. Yo, you know how Ether in what's the called got premiered?
maybe on Hot 97. I'm talking the
WBLK. I live in Buffalo, New York.
I'm talking mainstream radio.
I don't know, man, because you couldn't. There was no.
Kiss 98.5 was playing back to back.
Were they? I wasn't listening.
Maybe not, but
what I'm saying is there was no other way to premiere the music. There was no internet to premiere music.
yes, but back then you were going to DJs like DJ Khaled and shit, like people who were playing exclusively hip hop.
But what I'm saying is, I remember when WBLK came on, DJ Hooker and Break of Dawn was like, "We just got Ether." Nas new diss to Jay-Z, breaking like that.
Yeah, but then it wasn't top. That wasn't on the charts.
Yeah,
And then I remember, you said like it being.
but it was a hit. Yeah,
I mean,
But back to back was on the charts for maybe a couple weeks. But I don't think that was a like when we talk about hits, we talking about the success like Best I Ever Had.
Best I Ever Had sounds like a radio hit.
I don't think God's Plan sounds like a radio hit.
I disagree.
I don't think so.
I mean,
here's how I took
think
that though.
God's Plan sounds like a Lucy, and so does what was the other one? Started from the bottom. Sounds like a Lucy, and it sounded like he was literally freestyling on the track, and because he was Drake, it went viral. But
I don't want like Started from the Bottom was like that was like before Drake was still at A-list, but that was before Drake was Drake. That was before he went on all these runs, getting on Versace and all that shit. But how does that not sound like a radio hit?
because
It's repetitive. It's got a. To me, if something's repetitive, it's catchy, and it's got a nice beat, and it's not super dirty that it can't be put on the radio. That's a radio hit. If you're listening to something as a music exec and you're like, this shit is catchy as fuck.
I think what Drake pioneered
sounds
was
like a radio hit.
no matter
Yes.
what I touch is a radio
hold on,
hit.
wait.
Up until this point of his career, this was his most radio hit to me, except for Best I Ever Had.
This don't sound like a radio hit at all.
It's
Okay, hold on, wait. Keep
when
going.
I hear Started from the Bottom, Now My Whole Team Here, before that shit was ever on the radio, if I was the one to discover that song, I'd be like, everyone's gonna be saying this shit after I drop this track. It's a generic term that everyone wants to relate with. Started from the bottom, now I'm here. I mean, I guess we could argue about what makes a radio hit a radio hit.
No, because when I
But-
hear a radio hit, I hear the Kanye's type music, the Nicki Minaj's like
Well, Nicki Minaj went super pop,
that.
but
That's radio hits to me. That's what I'm talking. That sounds like a radio hit. When we talking about like even with Drake, like I'll give you Best I Ever Had. Best I Ever Had definitely sounds like a radio hit, but I wouldn't give Started from the Bottom. I wouldn't give fucking God's Plan because definitely wasn't the Michael Jackson track on that album was supposed to be the radio hit. That sounds like a radio hit. It's like
that just sounds like that just sounds pop. I'm saying like if you're taking a hip hop song and putting it on the radio,
a hip hop song.
like if you need a hip hop song that you could play on Kiss 98.5 and it's gonna reach people.
Traditionally, a hip hop song that goes on the radio comes with a chorus of like the
Started from the bottom. That's the whole. That's the chorus.
The Wale method. The singing on the hook, 2 bars, 2 verses, 2 hooks, nigga. Like that's a radio hit. That's the radio hit format.
Those might have been the biggest radio hits, like taken back from like Ja Rule and shit. But there's definitely
No,
a lot of radio.
Until Drake started coming with the hit shit. That was the format. Who else was doing shit differently? Who else was coming without an R&B artist? What rapper was coming without an R&B artist?
M had mad. M had mad radio hits without R&B artists. 50 had 21 Questions, but he also had Wankster. He had
at the time
other shit. I forgot what the other shit's called.
Those was hits.
I get money.
No. Wankster was on the radio.
Hip hop.
Wankster was on the radio. Billboard 100s.
I get money.
I get money. Of course, the biggest hip hop hits have been with R&B people, but Drake is R&B too.
I think that's
Drake definitely.
Okay, see, listen, and that's what I think it was. Like when he said he made songs that wasn't. He was singing on them shits too, more or less. So he basically was saying, "Yo, I did Ja Rule better than Ja Rule."
Yeah. I agree with that.
I just think Drake got so popular that it just everything he put out just went to the radio.
Yeah, at this point now,
when he popularized it, did he?
No, Ja Rule definitely popularized it.
No,
Ja Rule was number one albums.
Did it and that was it.
No, Ja Rule did it, and then 50 did it.
Everybody
Nelly did it.
running around doing it though. That's
No,
what I'm
they
saying.
copied Ja Rule. Ja Rule did it in the late '90s,
And you can count on one hand how many other niggas was doing it.
And you can still count on one hand how many people are doing it.
No, my nigga.
Who's singing and rapping?
Every single nigga.
Not the way Drake does. Not the way Drake does.
45 years.
It's a couple
You talking about
has
auto-tune
followed
niggas
that
that's not
format.
No, we talking about rappers. You talking about auto-tune niggas. No nigga that's rapping like the way, whether you like
The way
Russ
Drake
or
can
not,
rap.
the way
Russ.
Drake can rap, the way Ja Rule was
Russ.
rapping, the way 50 was rapping. Who?
Russ.
Okay, that's one.
I
Black.
think he's solidified.
Black is
that.
not a
he's
rapper.
more R&B.
You know how
What?
there's that.
He's not a rapper.
Listen. You know how there's that blurred genre where it's like R&B and rap, and it's really
That's
it's
not the
both.
genre we talking about. We talking about rappers that started singing.
He's the one that blurred it.
He blurred it more than anyone ever.
Kanye
Yes,
did. I
yes.
think Kanye did.
With
I think
808s
this
and
all comes from
808s influenced Drake to do it, and Drake made it popular because 808s wasn't that popular of an
He
album.
was able to do it without the autotune, which made it better.
That's true.
So but
But the style of music.
But even then, doing it without the autotune, even that, like what he's saying is it has some merit because you're saying it's like he made a style of music that
But
nobody else was making.
Now we're
my
changing the
point, though.
conversation.
Ja
I
Rule did that.
never said that though. But what I'm saying is, to get back to your point, you said that hip hop hits were always the 2 verses R&B chorus.
Mm-hmm.
The biggest ones most likely were, yes, but we've seen big hip hop hits that didn't have that. And I just don't think I don't think rap is on the radio not sounding catchy. Like the radio hits are still not on the radio. Radio is still trash. They're still not playing rap on the radio. They might like Drake's biggest hits this year were Nice for What, where he didn't rap at all. In My Feelings, where he rapped minimally. Worst song on the fucking album to me. So I don't think you can give Drake a lot of credit when it comes to mainstream and all that bullshit, but I just don't think that he pioneered making an unconventional hip hop hit in any way. When I listen to Drake's hip hop hits, I literally I would assume that he goes in the
So
and he said it. He said it himself.
Okay,
I
outside
listen to
of
them
Drake music,
quotables.
what's it a hip hop? What song is a hip hop hit to you?
Like ever?
Yeah, what song? A song. Name a hip hop hit
In this
that's not a Drake.
decade, I need a decade.
In this decade.
Without R&B artists?
Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe was a hit.
Massive.
It's just Wet
Problem.
Dreams. Wet Dreams was kind of like a Drake thing where he was kind of singing.
Fucking Problems. You can
Fucking
go.
Problems.
That wasn't a...
That
wasn't a...
2 Chainz had a lot of them.
So does Drake make any of those songs that sound like that? Like
Those all sound different. Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe is the most unconventional.
Pop that. Pop that probably was
Was a that's a
that was
that's a
probably
radio
the
hit.
biggest hit of the decade. You know what I'm saying? Without a doubt.
I don't know.
I
You'd have to see the numbers, but it was definitely up
It's
there.
up there.
Yeah.
Drake's none of his
Because I had
hits.
fucking problem was up there too.
Yeah, but fucking problem was up there too. But the Drake songs, obviously he was on those records, but that's not a traditional Drake song, a solo Drake song that sounds like a radio hit for Drake. And that's exactly what he was saying. It's like his sound is unconventional from that, but it still goes viral and it's still a radio hit, and I think that's right.
Lock the door.
I don't.
But
We can
I
agree
just
to
think
disagree.
Drake
we
is
can
just
agree to
super
disagree on that.
Yeah.
I mean, but
I think what Drake does the best is finding shit that's about to hit, and then making it better and elevating
if you
it.
think this UK shit is about to hit, he is sadly mistaken. Nobody
ain't.
wanted to hear
They
you.
fucking with that shit.
No.
Listen, man, we might not be fucking with it. Traditional Drake fans might not be fucking with it, but I bet it catches on.
Nah.
People are looking for new sounds, man.
I don't want to hear no
I don't
nigga
either.
talking. No, hook that man.
Yeah,
But I listen,
I don't like
when-
the
when-
accent, but the nigga was giving us some shit.
This is the exact sentiment I had when Drake hopped on Versace.
Don't
Before
say it.
Versace, when it was nothing was the same, I was the biggest Drake fan in the world. He did Versace, and I said, this man is gonna start rapping like Future. He's gonna start rapping like Migos, and he didn't fully go into that, but he definitely shortened his cadences, made less complicated verses, more catchy shit. He changed This is the exact sentiment.
He did that, but if you start looking at his B-side records, I don't think he got less complicated with his verses.
Absolutely not.
I think surface level, yes. He
If you're reading this, it's too late.
So y'all want to listen to UK rappers?
No, I don't want it at all.
Absolutely not.
But I'm sure there's a subset of fans that will.
Is gonna dilute it enough to get pull some American fans. into
Speaking of that, so you think I don't want to give Drake the title of saying he made Afro beats popular, because I don't think that was the case at all.
Drake is just
But
popular.
I think
Yeah,
that
Drake is on it.
Him making an Afro beat song did increase his popularity. Do you think that he can do that for UK rappers?
Yes, because Drake is wildly popular.
But so big, I don't
It
gotta
just
sell a
comes-
blank disc.
Yeah, like
That's it. It doesn't matter what song he's on. It doesn't matter the quality of that song at this point. He is so big
at
that shit will
minimum,
pop.
People are gonna go we knew that UK shit when the clip came out. We knew what the fuck we was about to get, and we still took our happy asses to our fucking streaming services and played that shit at least one time. That is how popular Drake is. So whatever
I'm gonna
he
listen
does,
to what
he's
I'm gonna listen to him, but then if it's bad, I'm gonna say it's bad, and this one is bad.
Yeah.
But he's still
But you
gonna
got one
do.
listen.
But that song's probably
But
still
guess
did
what?
numbers.
He just need one listen from everybody, and you may say it's bad, but he may
Let's see
say,
what the
"Yo, that's
numbers
right.
are."
All right, I might go listen to it twice now." He may say, "It's actually not that bad. I'm gonna listen to this about 4 or 5 times." And now you listen to it too many damn times. You next thing you know, man's not roll. Now you get caught listening to this shit. That's the popularity of Drake. That's why when people say when he don't pop, I'm like, well, he does because he's popular. It's not like he's the one who's saying, "Give me the torch to fucking pop beats or what the fuck Afro beat, whatever.
Yeah,
Shit. Give me the torch to Afro beats. I'm gonna take this torch now." No, it's just I'm Drake. I'm extremely popular. So if I make this song, it's gonna at least shed light to it, and I'm gonna at least go to the people who actually originated it, and I'll put them on some version of it.
That shit ain't even his top 5 right
So
now.
he'll put Pop Can on a version of it, but Pop Can wasn't on the album. You know what I mean? So he'll go do that. That's just Drake popularity. That just happens when you're the biggest artist in the world. That's what happens.
That's not something I can see
Did he not drop it on?
myself catching on to, and I don't
Me
think
either.
that we'll anyone else.
I'm not the
in the
biggest fan of
States will
Drake
pick up on
singing
that, yeah.
records though. I like more of his.
I fuck with Drake singer.
I like. I'm not the. I'm saying I'm not the
I like
biggest
the
fan. I like
singing
more
too.
8
I like
out
the
of
singing
10.
records.
Sandra Rose.
I'm be honest. Sometimes at first I don't like him, but then
He only has 9.6 million so far, so maybe this shit ain't hitting.
He only
Because
has
normal,
9.6.
normally Drake be popping like 25 his first fucking
I
couple,
think he
his
knows
first
that.
week.
He's not going to do that in America.
Yeah,
It's just not going to.
but it might get him fans in UK.
How do y'all feel about the accent thing? Because what he said about the accent is that he just want to try his hand at everything. How do y'all feel about him switching up the accents and shit? Because they addressed that too.
To me, like I understand how he said like I'm not appropriating because I'm putting back in the culture.
Mm-hmm.
But to me, if a white person did that, the same shit, took the accents or whatever, but still put in money to the culture, whatever, it would still be called appropriating.
Nope.
You don't think so?
Justin
Hell
Timberlake,
no.
nigga.
You want me to start
Justin
running down?
Timberlake gets killed for
No, 'cause
appropriating.
Justin Timberlake be fucking over the culture. Justin Timberlake, when his albums flop, what's the first thing he go do? Let me go back to hip hop. That Wood shit that he just put out. Nobody talked
I
about.
don't pay
a song
not
on
enough
that
attention to
motherfucker.
that his career, but
No one talked about a
Man
song
in the
on
Woods.
that. But that motherfucker came back, and now we got a clip with him.
I'm
and
pretty
Meek
sure
Mill.
that shit's still sold, man.
It was a terrible
it
halftime
flopped for Justin
performance.
Timberlake
Niggas was like,
for,
what the
okay.
fuck this nigga got on? They
No
came
one,
out
no
in
one gives
cowboy
Eminem
handkerchief
grief
and
about
Jordans.
appropriating the culture.
So-
There's always going to be these Hotep niggas. I'm not talking about them.
Yeah,
General
but-
consensus. Don't no one give Eminem grief about him rapping.
But there's a difference between making a song in that genre and totally switching up your accent to fit into that genre. If Eminem came out here and tried covering his nasally white voice and tried putting more bass in it to sound black, he would get slayed.
All right, what about John B?
I don't know who John B is.
He's an R&B singer. He's white as a motherfucker. But this motherfucker is a beast. People say about you and me. They could say he stole Joe. You can say that's Joe. You can go Tyrese with that. What I'm saying is, I don't believe that's my actual definition of not culture appropriating. If you come to a culture and you show proper respect to that culture and to the people who helped out that culture, typically that's what motherfuckers do, then 9 times out of 10, because it's never going to be 100%, you're not going to be called a culture appropriator. But when you go and start doing some shit and act like you invented the fucking wheel, motherfuckers gonna look at you funny style.
Yeah.
That's fair enough. CJ, what are you reading?
Yeah, Justin Timberlake's Man in the Woods actually did 242,000.
First week.
Justin Timberlake,
And
that's a flop.
debuted at number 1.
And for that 240-something thousand,
It wasn't critically acclaimed.
What buzz did it get?
It wasn't critically
Yeah.
acclaimed. The numbers don't mean nothing with Justin Timberlake. It's just
His other albums probably did double that first week.
Or no, that fucking his last album before, what was the 2020 experience? That bitch did 900 and some thousand the first week. The part 1.
He's got multiple diamond albums too.
700,000.
He's got like 2 or 3
2.
diamond albums.
Yeah. So for
Diamond?
Justin
Yeah.
Timberlake standards, that was a flop. It was no memorable songs on there because his
I was about to
songs
say,
should still be on the
Kanye
radio
did
by
number
now.
Can I be honest with you? I didn't
one,
listen to
that
it.
was
I didn't listen to it
thing
once.
Kanye put
But
out
it's
was
also
Rock
like you
It.
get older, you're just gonna lose fans. Like M still sold 1 million, but by M standards, that's a flop. Like most of his albums before that were doing 3 to 10 because he's just
Who
older.
lost
Natural
fans?
I think
Nas
that's
ain't
natural.
never lost a single fan.
Yeah, he did. Nas's albums definitely sell less now.
They
I
sell-
think everybody sells less.
only because of streaming.
No, no. Streaming kind of pumps numbers up.
It pumps up streaming numbers because 1,500 streams is one sale. So how many albums can you say songs just this year have you listened to 1,500 times?
Well, it's not just
I
me
know,
though,
what I'm
but
saying is, if you go buy an album, that's one purchase. Now, if you stream an album, it's gonna take you streaming it 1,500
yeah,
times.
but at the
to get that
same
one purchase.
time, it's easier for like I'll stream an album I might not buy.
Yeah.
So there's
it'd be
people
easier
who wouldn't have
for
went and bought it.
People, that's fringe people. I'm talking about if you're a fan of Nas, do you buy his album or are you gonna stream it?
Now I'm streaming everything. Yeah.
So you're a fan of Nas though. Before you had streaming options, you would go buy his album though, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely. If you did,
So
if I
now
didn't have streaming
your
options.
1,500 streams are not contributing to what you would normally purchase. You don't get to 1,500 streams.
No, yeah, I feel you, but
So that's
just-
why I'm saying you
Nas
can
is
see a
definitely
drop-off
selling
in
less
sales.
though. Like if you looked at his first week, he probably did less than 100 on this shit.
Either way it goes, man. Like to the point of losing fans, I don't think the greats lose fans. I think obviously people aren't nearly as in touch. Your hype do die down, so I wouldn't say it's losing fans. I think your core fans stay your core fans. I think the hype dies down around you.
Well, yeah. So you got your core fans will always stay there.
Yeah.
But the
casual listeners
Yeah,
isn't
but
gonna
casual
go-
listeners used to buy the albums because that's the only way to listen to the music.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's why I
Now
said
it's
that
like,
should
okay.
happen though.
Yeah.
That drop off should technically happen, but I always look at cultural relevance though. If a person don't lose cultural relevance, then I don't think they really fall off at that point. Justin Timberlake might have lost cultural relevance though.
Well, yeah, because he's pop who like tries to switch over into hip hop to get the fans.
He making them
But pop
make
fans
fire.
don't. There ain't no. Maybe there is, and I'm wrong about this because I don't pay enough attention to it. But I don't think there's a such thing as a core following for pop music.
No, I don't.
Because like,
I 100%
if you once you're not it, you're not it.
Yeah, I think
Except
they
for Michael
just-
Jackson and Prince and the all-time greats. Like once you're not it, you're not it. It doesn't matter who
I
you
think
are.
that's what made Michael Jackson is because he excelled above that pop box. Because in pop, they literally just throw. If you make a pop song that the standard of the 4-bar method, whatever, they just throw you in there and then just play you on Kiss 98.5, and that's a hit. But tomorrow it ain't gonna be you. It ain't gonna be Ed Sheeran. Today it's gonna be Justin Bieber. And if it ain't Justin Bieber, it's some other Shawn Mendes. Like you know what I mean? If it ain't Taylor Swift, it's Camila Cabello.
Yeah.
They just interchangeable with that pop shit. Hip hop on the other hand, you gotta have a face to the shit. Like you can have a faceless person
have
on
a
pop.
cult.
music.
Yeah, yo, honestly, hip hop is literally a cult, my nigga. You get your fan base, you have a core. Like Tyler the Creator is always going to be Tyler the Creator to their fans, to his fans.
We criticize hip hop more than any other music genre. Fans criticize.
Well, you know what? That's the only genre where you can honestly critique it for sport. Like if you look at rap, where it's like it's literally skill based. You can be the greatest singer in the world and not be able to write music or be able to read music, but because you can sing, someone can write you a melody and you can Fantasia or fucking Beyonce. Like, not necessarily Beyonce, because Beyonce does write a lot of her own music. But
she co-writes all her music.
But those people, they get writers and shit like that, and their talent exudes through other people's work.
Yeah.
Where you necessarily can't do that with rap because it's literally your own thoughts and on a cadence. You know what I'm saying? With a melody and that rhymes. So that's why we're able to critique rap more than any other genre of music. Because even we don't really compare singers. Like, oh, well, like we'll say, Whitney Houston's got a better voice than Beyonce, but that don't mean shit. Cause you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, who makes better music, period. Versus with rap, it's like, yeah, he makes better music, but he's a better rapper.
We go into the minutiae details of rap. Like, motherfuckers start bringing up, like me personally, I know what makes a rap music, like without songs, I've noticed, I started to realize this, flow matters tremendously to me. Like that's
absolutely.
To me. Like seriously, if you like, it's motherfuckers that's lyricists. If they flow it sound fucked up, I don't want to hear that shit. So like you'll hear motherfuckers who are straight lyricists and they can't make a fucking song.
But flow was important before lyricism was important.
That's what I'm saying.
Like before we gave a fuck about the intricacies of the lyrics at all, people were doing DJs. It was just the MC like trying to get everyone going. Like the flow was first.
Good. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like that shit, man. Like I'll be like,
it don't matter what
niggas said hip. Hop, hippity, hip, hop, don't stop it, rockin' to the dip, bang in the boogie.
Yeah,
and niggas thought that was the bars.
Well, nah, people in rap hated that song, but
that was the first hip hop song.
Yeah, but people in the hip hop culture hated it because they basically just took a group of 5 people, made them say some dumb shit, and they weren't. The Sugar Hill Gang wasn't involved in New York hip hop community. Yeah. They just took them and made a hit. Man, that's another conversation for another day. But yeah, flow. Like, I never like Scarface, nice as fuck. I can't do his voice or his flow. I just don't like it. Andre 3000 after Outkast, like he definitely has some verses that I fuck with, but like his flow just doesn't do it for me. Eminem's new flow, terrible. Even if he, I don't even know if his last album had fire lyrics because I can't listen to it.
I don't like Jay-Z's new flow.
Like what songs? Like 444 or after 444? Like what's free?
Magna Carta Guerrero Holy flows.
What?
I don't like Magna Carta Holy Grail flows. Like some no, don't get me wrong. Some of the tracks he was really spitting, but then other one was like
like which one?
Some Blueprint 3 flows. The Venus versus Mars on Blueprint 3 is the one I
like that one.
Blackberry.
I love that shit.
I used to
see you looking at me with the side eye like I'm talking crazy. I know.
I used to be in the minority of people who like Blueprint 3. Most people I was around, they was like, this shit trash.
Exactly.
No, Blueprint 3 was fire.
I love Blueprint because that's the thing though. Because you go and listen to Blueprint 3 and the Black Album.
Bump him, hit him up. I'm screaming, who shot?
Wow, he's spitting bars, he rapping, and then Blueprint 3, he was still rapping, but it wasn't really rapping. It wasn't rappity rap, Jay. If that makes sense.
I ain't talking about Dame. I ain't talking about
Blueprint 3. You can't even put in a box. Like I don't even know what he was doing with Blueprint 3.
Blueprint 3 is really a solid ass album.
But it's a different album. I don't know what he was trying to do. He wasn't rapping. There isn't other than Empire State of Mind. There's nothing like that's like that you would be like, oh, that's a hit or like that's a,
you know what?
Nothing on there is
Forever Young.
But Forever Young didn't sound like anything that came out before it.
He wasn't rapping on there. Like he wasn't like
being that too, but Forever Young.
He was though. He wasn't rapping.
Life is for living, not living uptight.
Listen,
Forever Young was just like some shit I liked when I was drunk and
listen, son. Every time I hear Forever Young, I remember the junior senior football game, being in fucking Tom's Green Buick, smoking a blunt with Bruce Hartinger, and going back out to the junior senior football game and being high and just thinking like, yo, this is really the end of my fucking high school shit. It's over. You know what I'm saying? And
I couldn't play that shit. I couldn't play that shit because I had to work. I missed one practice, and he was like, "There's so many people trying to get it." And then the year before, I got kicked out of school. I missed both them shits.
You know what I'm talking about, see?
Yeah, I don't.
CJ's been quiet this whole.
Forever Young, the flow is a little iffy, but the song as a whole is just so good that I don't
If I
care.
could agree with you, you would have had to say the 444 shit. It was just this is different. Like how you said, it's talkative.
He's very talkative.
Yeah.
I know some people don't like that shit.
Yeah, where it's like it's. He
Like,
kind of.
he
I wouldn't
talking.
say fall off the beat, but it'd get more spoken wordish than it.
Yeah,
is
that's what he
rap.
do. He literally stopped rapping
Yeah.
and started talking.
Yeah.
He said I could have bought a house for Dumbo.
Like what's free? The flow on that song would have been trash any other song, but because that song and the content, it fit. But if he kept that flow consistently, I wouldn't like it.
Well, we on the sidebar here.
Yeah, we totally went on something, but
It's the end of the year. Fuck, yo. It's the end of another fucking year. It's time to do some reflection.
End of the year. End
Crazy.
Of the month,
It's
end of the
fucking
decade.
It's fucking crazy, bro.
I feel like yesterday, deadass, we were doing like the first couple episodes of like the new year.
Dog, I remember doing last year's year-end wrap-up like it was yesterday, bro. Like, we did the shit 365 days ago.
It don't feel, man. That shit is the time just be.
Man, it's your drug, motherfucker.
To you, nigga, 'cause you was waiting on a fucking baby.
Yeah, that was the longest pregnancy of my life. I think it's because we lost the first one and then immediately got pregnant again.
You
So it
been
made
waiting on
like
the baby
double
the
the time.
same amount of time. Oh,
Who waiting? they playing their shit. But
alright.
I digress.
They rapping?
Nothing. So I'm saying, at the end of the year, it's time to do some reflection. You know, we've accomplished a lot. We've been consistent. Another year of consistency. A round of applause to ourselves.
Congratulations,
You know what I'm saying?
fuck ass
Another
niggas.
year of the best content coming out of Western New York. Fuck you hating ass niggas. You know who I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. Niggas is haters.
Niggas is haters. And we make ourselves so easy to love. You know what I'm saying? But
That's Blueprint 3.
that's a fact. But even on that, he wasn't going. Even that song, he wasn't going crazy.
How much I hate it.
Yeah, niggas is crazy.
Cause
Listen to
like,
Blueprint 3 on your way home, man.
But listen, I know. I listen. Actually, it's crazy because fucking Paris' little sisters got their hands on it, and they think it's the greatest shit ever.
I hated Kanye verse on that shit.
On what?
Haters. I am never
Haters,
sparring, but I sprinkled
haters.
Jerry.
But back to
Yeah, and usually when they're on a song together, they usually both pop.
we are talking about the end of the year, guys. We are wrapping up. We are giving ourselves. They is. But we giving ourselves credit, man. Like,
Go ahead, keep
you got we've been doing our fucking thing. CJ, you've been taking the fuck off. This clothes shit, you know what I'm saying? Josh, you making moves. You going to Wyoming.
I'm about to go make an album in a barn.
Me like fucking Kanye, nigga.
We got shit in
About
the
to put
tuck
the hat
that we
on.
ready to put out.
Nah, don't do that.
PR job and shit.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like
Don't do that. You gotta take mine off.
Alright. Nah,
we all
TrapNerd
doing
had
our thing,
everywhere.
son. Like, and we gonna keep going, and this another year of greatness. You know what I'm saying? So I think who had the best year in Western New York outside of fucking Benny the Butcher? TrapNerd did. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Hold on. Cause I know you said he wasn't going crazy on this shit, but hold on.
This dude CJ is totally off the wall right now.
Cause hold on, cause I ain't like it. Hold on.
Hova.
You should knock pounds off.
Oof.
You knock pounds off. Maybe it's the beat. Yeah, I think it was the beat.
The beat is kind.
Yeah, but that's the most impressive part because I'm listening to that like, how are you gonna flow to that?
Bouncing on that shit.
You was flowing, but Kanye was just he's from the shy Larry. I'm like, oh god.
You already said he said Hoover.
But that's elite flow because that beat was too hard to flow to.
Yeah.
I don't know
But
how
that
many
shit he
rappers
was
could have got
doing-
on that shit and flowed to it.
He said El Roca used to knock
Pounds
pounds
off.
off. And ain't nothing for me to knock nouns off.
You heard what he said?
Come on, you ain't hearing no.
Come on, man.
Y'all niggas going crazy on me. Y'all got it. Alright. Y'all got it. Y'all got it. Alright. Man. We was rapping the year up. CJ just gotta go. You know know what I mean?
Lason's trying to give credit to TrapNerd.
I'm over here.
CJ's trying to give
I'm
credit
doing
to
outside.
Hov from
CJ like,
2010.
"Fuck, that shit was fire. That shit was crazy. He was spitting.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead with the big ups. My
You know what I'm
fault.
saying?
No,
So-
keep bigging us up. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Trap Nerd, we was doing our thing. Marv was doing his thing. You know what I'm
Josh
saying?
doing his
Josh was
thing.
doing his thing. Yeah.
And it's going
And
to go.
niggas is hating.
We just got to keep going, keep grinding. You know what I'm saying? Josh, you about to take another step.
We gotta find
2020 about to
ways.
Be clear.
Better be, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh fuck.
They say fucking
it
hindsight is always 2020, nigga. But I got foresight, and I feel like that's gonna be 2020. You know what I'm saying?
We gotta find ways to call in, man. I'm not trying to
Look.
give
Actually,
up on
there
this
is a way
shit.
because I did Joe's.
I've done a couple,
I
yeah.
did Matt Johnson's podcast, and it's easy. It's literally an app. I can call you, and you can literally stream right to the MacBook, and it sound like you in the room with us. So I'll get the info from Matt Johnson. Shout out to Matt because he's grinding too. Shout out to everybody else who's been grinding this year as well. You know what I'm saying? There's been a lot of growth, a lot of growth on the podcast scene from Buffalo.
Word, man. Fuck all that, man. Everybody from the city, man. It's a lot of people that's in the city that's grinding real crazy.
The mentality is moving forward.
People is
Y'all
getting
niggas,
real
everybody look hungry.
entrepreneurial.
Everybody look hungry.
Yes.
Hungry and not hating.
And fuck all them hating niggas.
There's-
A lot of
there's-
niggas that hate.
Yeah, but it's a
Fuck them hating
smaller number.
Listen,
Comparatively
pussy.
to the people that came before us, there's less hate. There's more love.
That's a fact. That is a fact.
Facebook, whatever, but like that shit, right? And like I announced my job. That's twice as much likes as I've gotten on anything all year. So there's more love than there is hate. And if they are hating, they're like, it's just insignificant. Like, get the fuck out of here, because there ain't no room for that shit.
absolutely.
The mentality of Niagara Falls is moving forward. People are grinding in their own shit, and we done with that.
Okay, so we're gonna do our year-end wrap-up for the second time, our second annual year-end wrap-up. We're gonna start it off like the same way we did last year. Album of the year.
Overall,
Album of
we
the
ain't
year.
doing rap. Or you don't
Nigga, what was the album of the year to you?
come back to me. I got like two.
Nobody in here?
My favorite album,
Not favorite. Your favorite. Who's your
which was
top?
what I
pick?
would put album of the year.
Yeah.
I gotta go. Are we gonna have a rap album? I see. the
No,
list.
we're not changing it.
No, so are we gonna have another category with rap one too? I know I saw
yes.
R&B.
Yes.
Okay. Well, overall, then, I gotta go with my man Wale. Son. I feel like his album was slept on tremendously, but Wale's been slept on because he's deemed as a crybaby these days. He still be saying some bitch shit on Twitter, which really bothers me. I'm going Wale though. I got some other shit that I really
can't
want
think
to
of
go
all the
with.
albums that came out this year, right? I didn't think about this. You
Oh,
sent
well,
that fucking
yeah,
list
like
10 minutes before you got here.
But yeah, I did. Well, an hour before I got here, but still, you're right.
That was about 15 minutes.
But I'm sure you've been listening to music. So the album that you've been listening to all year, that you can't turn off. What was the best album of the year to you?
It's kind of a weak year for albums.
So mine's hip hop, and it's both for me. Boogie, Everything's for Sale. That shit.
The West Side dude, right?
Yeah, the dude he signed to him. He was on Wale's album. His shit was. It's not even really rap, but it's just fire. It was like a different vibe, and it just like. But it spoke to me a lot. It was like really fucking like negative, but I just fuck with it.
Shout out to Wale, man.
I was gonna put Wale there for my album of the year. Shit, I've been listening literally to all the albums that came out this year. Shit, I seen Drake said Thug had an album of the year. I didn't like that album that much.
I just can't vibe. I can't vibe
That
with
one was
Thug, man.
actually good. I ain't going to. I don't think it was. I don't know if it was album of the year for me, but it was actually.
I think album of the year. I'm gonna give it to Wale because he had the radio hits on there. He had sonically, it was a masterpiece. It sounded great, and the sequence of the album, how it went from he literally gave us Wale bars, Wale with the woman like Wale bars. With the Afro beats, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so we got a lot of the good, we got very well balanced album from Wale. I think it's his best balanced album since fucking
The album about nothing.
The album about nothing.
I
So-
think Wale gives us music for like, especially black community in particular. He gives us anthems that people just will not gravitate to for some reason.
I don't know why they don't want to love
Because
Wale.
it's a whole package, man.
This is
He's an off-putting
it's
person.
his energy. Your
His-
energy
yeah.
is infectious,
His energy is ungrateful.
and that's exactly it. And you know what it is? It's just like it's not ungrateful. It's just like, yo, praise me. He want to be Jay.
He wanted to be Drake. He like, why
Yeah.
am I not in the conversation with Drake and Kendrick?
Because Drake. I mean, we had this conversation 1,000 times, but yeah, it's like you got to be consistent. Before you ask to be Drake, who consistently has a hit every fucking month, make a hit every month, and you could be in that conversation. Until then,
It don't have to be rap. See, if you need to sing it too.
I'm going through my 2019 playlist again just to make sure I ain't miss nothing.
It was Plugs I Met and
Wasn't that
Summer Walker
2018?
shit.
Summer Walker for you?
Yeah, I really like Summer Walker album. I ain't
That's
gonna
fair.
lie to that.
That's fair enough.
But I really like Plugs I Met too.
All right, so we'll transition right into hip hop. Your hip hop, just strictly if you favorite rap album of the year.
YB and Cordae.
Wow, my nigga, why are you stealing all my fucking?
That was my number
I
two.
lean
That was my
towards
number
Roddy
two.
Ricch, but I'm like, that's too recent. But I really
If
like
I ain't
YB
going
and
with Benny, I'm
Cordae
going
shit,
with that
so.
Roddy shit. I ain't gonna hold you. That Roddy shit is fire.
That right? Yeah, I've been listening to that shit nonstop.
It hasn't
off,
hit for
man.
me,
I
man.
can't turn it off.
I like
man.
that shit a lot.
I tried listening
That
to
YB
it.
and Cordae, like, I'm like, yo,
I tried the YB and Cordae shit, and I like it. It's just like he too young to be trying to talk to me like this.
You just can't listen
that's
to
what
it.
made me like him. I'm like,
That's
this
what- yeah.
nigga is this young talking like this.
I like that perspective, like that you wise behind your
He
ears.
gave hope.
He remind me.
The
You know,
YB and niggas is trash.
That's it. You know what? It reminded me of J. Cole coming out of the Wiz Khalifa and fucking his gang and all the other niggas that was bad.
See, this is why Wale's so ungrateful, Lacey. This is exactly why Wale's so ungrateful, right there. Wale came from that same class. You said thank you to J. Cole.
Yeah, because I know, but J. Cole was like he was more humble about it.
I know that's what I'm saying, but
Like-
that's why that's what
Bro,
Wale
but
be
your
mad
ears
about.
don't- your ears don't
Just
deceive
really
you, man.
This motherfucker.
Wale is fire, but when Cole is like the cream is just gonna rise, man. Like
Here's it.
Rise.
But Wale was the problem with him was he had #1 albums. He had radio hits. Like he had everything you needed except the fucking attitude. When Kendrick did interviews, he was
Nah, I think there's musically-
here. I'm this and
Wale
that.
did interviews. He's like, man,
I feel like y'all don't talk about me enough.
nah, but
y'all see
musically,
the shit I be wearing? These niggas ain't fly.
Yeah,
You hear the
like,
shit I be spitting? These niggas can't
he
rap.
spent half his interview shitting on people, and Cole, he's like, y'all never give me Diggy as a opponent. Like that's funny.
That's funny as
Drake,
shit.
humble, thankful, respectable,
And they don't do a lot of interviews either.
That too.
They don't do.
no,
a lot
but
of
even
interviews.
musically, those three are just better. Like those. I mean, I like Wale's music more than Drake's, but Drake is consistent and he makes music that other people like consistently. Kendrick has dropped 3 classics. Cole has dropped arguably 2 classics and crazy ass verses. Even if you take the attitude out of it, you're just not that guy. I'm sorry.
I think
he's a clear tier 2 dude.
Yeah.
He's clear guy right there knocking on the door that if he stepped up he could be in that tier.
He's Dame
But you're not
Lillard.
tier 1.
He's
I think
Dame
he kinda
Lillard.
like
Yeah,
Erykah
like
Badu.
just either do better or
Who?
Wale.
Wale's Erykah Badu.
I think he kind of like Erykah Badu. I don't think Erykah Badu ever had.
Nah,
She was never Lauryn Hill.
She was in the '90s. Yes, she was.
I don't think she ever. I don't think she ever had the commercial success and the.
Yeah,
what she should have had.
Tyrone.
Nigga, Wale had Lotus Flower Bomb
I'm about to say Wale had Lotus Flower Bomb.
and Bad
And he had bad.
and the remix.
Yeah.
You're right. You're right.
How you upgrade like Tierra?
So he
fuck
did,
you over.
don't
You
say
gonna
don't do
give
that. But like he never. But like I don't think she ever got. She should be like one of the queens.
I think we should definitely start giving her flowers now.
But nigga,
We don't. But Lauryn Hill gave us one project, and we've been.
I don't think she. I don't think. I mean, I'm not too knowledgeable about how her personality is, but I don't think she was such an asshole. But I don't,
Erykah Badu.
or so standoffish. But I think she was probably like, yeah, y'all do y'all thing. I'm gonna do this.
Who Erykah Badu?
Yeah,
She's funny as fuck. People love her on it.
yeah. I don't think she's
She
an
has the
asshole.
personality to
Like,
keep it.
like But that's the thing too. Wale funny too, but it's just like he be demanding his flowers. Whereas like Erykah Badu, like yeah, fuck them
I mean,
flowers.
it just
if I
like
know I'm
literally.
nice, as long as I know
Wale-
I'm nice, I'm my own fan.
Wale was like J. Cole broke it down in a fucking verse. Like literally you have imagine J. Cole acting like that after his first 2 albums didn't get
The critical acclaim.
that love that Kendrick got. Kendrick got crazy love for his first couple albums. J. Cole didn't get that till Forest Hill Drive. That crazy love.
But I'm sorry, I said that to say this. Fucking Wale got like a collection of music that's crazy as fuck, just kind of like Erykah Badu got, but it don't get love.
Okay.
But when you
more
play,
so
when
what I
you
was
hear it
getting
pop up on a playlist, you like, wow, this song was amazing.
Yeah, she's
But Wale got
legendary
so
music.
many radio hits though. He don't just have 1 or 2.
Man, this ain't the
Every
Wale
fucking
episode.
album he
Yeah,
got
yeah.
radio
This ain't the
hits.
Wale episode.
Yeah.
He's always the most intriguing to talk about because it's so much. You know,
It's bop.
we know. But
Yeah, Wale definitely had the top 3 album of the year though.
okay, R&B because I'm going to go with Ari Lennox.
Oh, we didn't even do our hip hop. Well,
Ari Lennox came out this year?
I didn't do my hip hop.
Oh, I said YB
What's your
and
hip hop
Cordae.
was?
No fault.
Born to Rap.
Bye.
Game.
Game.
Wow.
Plugs I met would be, but there's only 7 songs.
I am
Listen,
fucking.
bro.
I am shocked.
You probably didn't even listen to
I
it because you
didn't.
don't fuck with him. That shit was fire. Do you listen to Joe Budden podcast? Joe Budden don't fuck with him either. He said, I hate that this motherfucker makes such good music. But that shit was fire.
I didn't listen to it.
There was 24 songs on that bitch, and I don't know if I skipped one of them. There might be a couple
I
where...
can't listen to fucking Game Hustle. I'm sorry, yo. The nigga is
Man,
like, I know
he
was
started that
his
shit
man's,
with... He started that shit with an Ed Sheeran fucking intro.
His name's Game. I'm gonna go and listen to the album because
It's fire.
I gotta have my due diligence, but I just can't. You know how it is with music is you gotta fuck with the person too, and I can't listen to your music if I don't fuck with you as a person, and I can't. It's very hard.
I thought Plugs I Met was 2018, but it was 2019.
Nice,
So
come on.
Plugs I Met would be...
Ten Talk 3 was 2018.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Lennox came out this year?
Yeah, Ari Lennox came out this year.
He came out early this year, then, I'm
Yeah.
assuming.
Plugs I Met was early too, right?
Mhm.
Or am I just dumb as shit?
Plugs and
Okay.
Mac came out in like April.
I'm just dumb then. Plugs I Met, most quality, but there's only 7 songs. I need at least 10 songs.
Okay, fair enough. I got YB and Cordae as my album.
Why? That would be my number 2. That shit was fire.
I listen to that often. And CJ got Plugs and Mac as number 1. And Marv, you said YB and Cordae too?
I said YB and Cordae.
Okay, R&B guys. CJ?
This hard.
I know it's very
This is
hard. 'Cause
hard
This
for
is
me. I ain't gonna-
you know that's
Wait,
my
how is it
vibe.
hard?
Nigga.
Did you pick Summer Walker for album of the year?
No, I said she was up there. I like that album for the album. Well,
That's
kinda, but
that's
that
his
don't-
album of the year.
that was-
But-
you know what I'm saying? But that don't mean it was my R&B. album.
All
You know
right,
what I'm saying overall.
all right.
But yeah, I don't know. It's out of like 3-4 albums. I ain't even gonna hold you because that Kyle Dion shit was my shit.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't stop playing that motherfucker.
That Snow Allegra shit was my
Ooh,
shit.
that shit went off too.
The Ari Lennox shit
That's
was
my
fire.
shit though. I fucks with Ari Lennox.
I know, bro. I'm looking these over.
Can
I
I
have-
keep it a bug with y'all?
What?
I think Sir got it. I think Sir might got it.
November?
Sir.
Yeah, November. The album, or was that last year's album?
No,
That was
that was
last
last year's. This
What
album
was his-
Fucking Chasing Summer.
Chasing
Oh, yeah.
Yo, Chasing Summer. Damn, TDE gave us 2 quality art. Damn, TDE's R&B lineup is fucking fire. Think about TDE's R&B. They got fucking SZA. They got
Sir.
Sir
And no, that's Ari on Dream.
on Dreamville.
Dreamville.
Dream Chasers.
Dreamville.
I said Dream Chasers. Holy shit.
I was about to say that. So
Oh, that is a debate that's going on the internet too, but we'll get on that later. But my R&B album is Ari Lennox. Who you got? Marv.
I can't lie though. Chicks Tape was really fire too. We sleeping, don't we? Niggas,
We
niggas slept on
did
Chicks
slip
Tape,
on
too.
it because when you
Chicks
go back
Tape
and
fire.
listen to it again, it's like wow, this is really
I
good.
forgot Ari Lennox came out this year, and I
Indigo
loved her
was good.
album, so I don't understand how I didn't.
Did y'all listen to some
Indigo. Oh my god.
Indigo had hits. It had.
Indigo has some fucking flame on it.
Yeah,
nigga.
but it was more like a playlist where it
You're
had
crazy.
songs that you don't care
You're
about.
crazy. That fucking Drake record is a smash. It's gonna be a.
Oh, No Guidance is the
Yo.
record of the year for me.
It's gonna be. Listen. When we are in our fucking 60s
Yes.
and that song come on, we're gonna. Oh, you wasn't off the porch yet.
Yeah.
That's gonna be our. That's gonna be our.
You had that. There's one of those every year.
Yeah.
Nice for what was last year for me. No guidance this year.
No, Nice for What is nothing.
No.
Like no guidance. No guidance is no guidance. Okay.
Nah, I fuck with No Guidance, so I'm not gonna argue with you. But
I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. No guidance is if No Guidance is here, or if not No Guidance. If Redbone is up here,
No
would we all agree
Yes.
yeah,
that
Yes.
Redbone is up here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was you said? Nice for What?
Nice for What?
Nice for What? Somewhere down. here.
Nah, stop,
Yeah.
Get the fuck out
stop,
of here,
man. That shit make it
But
might.
No Guidance is somewhere
It's-
like up in here. It's really close to Redbone, my nigga.
One I would put.
Nice for What is nowhere close to either one of those.
You're tripping, bro.
Oh,
You're
Nice
tripping.
for What is not it's not the one, bro. It's not the one.
What? I mean,
I think One Dance is better than
oh, stop it,
Fuck
man.
this shit,
I'm
nigga.
leaving.
I need a one dance.
One Dance better than Nice for What?
Yeah, as a
We gonna hear
timeless record.
Baby.
Yeah, as
We gonna hear that come on and we gonna start grooving.
Yeah.
You don't groove when you hear one Nice for What?
I do, but not
Not
the way,
like that.
not. It's not the same vibe.
Get out of here,
Yo,
man.
yo, it's all music is subjective. We're not telling you
I'm
you're wrong,
tight.
but I'm putting what's that over there? But who you got over there, Marv?
I think by default I'm going Ari Lennox. I thought her shit came out late last year. That's how long I was listening to that
Yeah, that
motherfucker.
Shea Butter Baby was crazy.
Shea Butter Baby.
Yo, I think that was her control, like fucking
God,
scissors.
that shit was fucking
That
fire.
shit-
Yo, son.
I need to get
Up Late
over.
record. That Up Late record was my shit, yo.
I need to get over my hate of women's music, bro.
Yo,
Damn.
Listen,
I don't
I had
listen-
that same thing,
I-
and then I let it go, and I'm like, yo, all of these women are really fucking good.
Because you guys are talking about Summer Walker. I didn't listen to none of these albums.
I used to try to tell this nigga.
Yo, CJ, you right. CJ used to tell me all the time. I was one of those dudes that only.
All right,
listened
well,
to
after the
R&B
podcast,
artists.
I need like the top 5 female R&B albums.
Go Shea Butter Baby, sir.
Ooh,
Blue
nigga.
Apartment, BMO.
Nah,
Shea
whole
Butter
albums.
Cream. I know that's what I'm saying. Get the whole album.
Nah, give me 5 of them for this, because I ain't listen to Summer Walker either.
That wasn't ready, yo. Listen,
I need more men
Yeah,
R&B,
James.
She
man.
didn't win Soul Train Award.
you chilling with your shorty, you laying back smoking a blunt while laying your head on her booty, you just vibing. You know how the
Yo,
women.
I'll keep it a buck, yo. If I don't know what I was saying in that group chat, but I totally agree with her. If I got snubbed the way she got snubbed,
Yeah, I'd be
For
fucking.
the Soul
sick.
Train Awards?
I would never make music.
That's why I said-
I would never want to make music.
I'm like, yo, I'm
Oh,
not
fuck
dying
that.
on the
I would be
hill
very
with her for no
discouraged.
other
I'm not
awards,
gonna lie
but
to
the Soul Train Awards? How the fuck she not win?
I think the way she went about it, she was a very, very bratty, and like you said, you need to be grateful for
I
any
would've
type of
been-
success.
Is
But
that
she,
what I was saying?
What did she lose?
She has.
I was bugging.
She
'cause I
lost the
probably
Soul
would've-
Train Awards to
For what? Best R&B
Lizzo.
album?
To
Lizzo.
Lizzo.
For best art.
Best
Yes,
Soul album.
best soul. I think it's best soul album or some shit like that. It's the Soul Train Award. It was best R&B album or some shit like that. Her and Lizzo,
Best
I don't know how they was
album,
in the
I
same
think,
category. To be honest,
Yeah, but yeah,
I think it was just best overall album
but it's a Soul Train.
at Soul Train Awards. You know, I understand. I understand.
Like, I think the way she like drew it out though, I'm like, I agree with her. She
think-
like, I understand if the Grammys snub me. I understand if MTV Awards snub me. Totally understand it. But the fucking Soul Train Awards, I am the
Yes.
epitome of Soul Train Awards. That's where I
album
should
was
at least
phenomenal.
get my awards from. Is the fucking Soul
Nigga,
Train
I am
Awards.
Shea Butter Baby.
Shea Butter.
Come on.
And the vibe of it was exactly up the alley. Like the Soul Train Awards is supposed to champion her kind of music, and you shitted on her for Lizzo's pop music.
Absolutely. So that
So
was
you
your album.
don't even make music for
Marv,
us.
you gonna stop giving me giving the same answers I'm giving? All right.
Yo, listen, I was not about to pick Shea Butter Baby until you reminded me that shit came out. I listened to the shit
what you was about to
that
pick?
much. I was about to run down on some Pink Sweats. So I was going
Pink Sweats
real.
came out this year?
Yeah,
There's only like a 4,
There's like
5
a
pack.
7-pack.
So yeah, something
Not a
like
lot of good
that.
R&B music came
I
out.
love-
7-pack is legit.
I love
You
Pink
get
Sweats,
the
man.
7-pack, you squeaking in in album territory.
Yeah, it's just
R&B's different
too.
for me. Yeah, I
R&B
could do a
different. I don't
7.
hold the
Yeah.
same standards with R&B and rap.
Pink Sweats
I mean,
had.
said if you're giving us 7 tracks, I'm taking it.
Nah, he didn't drop this year. Did he?
Oh shit. I was
Pink
thinking
Sweats
that
might have
movie.
came
Nah.
out last year, I think.
Was it last year?
Yeah,
I
it was
found
last
this shit.
volume 1 or no, volume 2 came out this year.
Must
Yeah.
have- Pink Sweats had.
Oh, with Coke and Henny. Yeah, it was 5. It was a 5-pack. That shit was, oof.
5-pack.
Bro, every song
That's
on there is
EP territory.
classic though, dude.
EP
Who's that?
territory,
It's
bro.
definitely EP. Definitely EP,
Who's that?
but
Pink Sweats. Who's that?
Pink's with Coke and Henny?
Pink Sweats. His name is Pink Sweats.
Fire.
He a fat dude that wear pink sweats. Fat bearded motherfucker.
This shit is fire.
I didn't listen to it.
You never heard? We put this shit in the group chat
We-
mad long
when
ago.
We ran down a bunch of artists. We was like, yo, go check these people out. We put Kyle Dion, Pink Sweats.
I probably missed it.
That's that summer shit right here.
Oh. Send it to the group chat real quick so I remember to listen to it.
Your side was fire too.
Pink Sweats with the money sign.
Well, I don't like girls
I'm on
R&B's.
Island. Fuck that nigga. Fuck that.
Alright.
I'm just going with Igor.
On my way home.
That shit was fire. It's not really. It's kind of
Movie of the year.
Joker.
I didn't
Joker?
watch that yet.
Without a doubt.
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't watched a lot of movies this year.
I watched a lot.
I heard Once Upon a Time in Hollywood was good. I didn't really watch. I didn't watch it though.
Yeah, I'm going with Joker from what I seen, but I heard.
Did Endgame come out this year?
Yeah, Endgame's.
Oh,
Endgame is fire from a comic book fan's perspective, but Joe.
Perspective.
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah.
Chose to close the chapter for us.
yeah, but it wasn't Joker.
And
was,
if you rewatch the movie, you definitely see the holes. You get over it because you're just like, I just want to be a fan of it.
Yeah.
But
there's a
Kinda
lot
like how I
of
feel
holes
about
in
the
the
Harry
movie.
Potter.
Joker is a movie where they don't have any of those expectations, and it was just like,
Dude, it just
well, actually, they did have those expectations, but they just didn't give a fuck, and they just made their own thing, and that shit was perfect.
It worked out for him.
That shit was perfect. I went and saw that movie 4 fucking times.
it was
It's the
amazing.
first movie I saw more than once in the theater since I don't even know.
See, I don't think I went to the movies.
It was actual acting. That's the thing, though. So when you look at a Marvel movie, it's kind of you like Martin Scorsese. He had a kind of a point where it's more glitz and glam, versus Joker was literally just joking. Joaquin Phoenix being an actor, and
It was
embodying
storyline
the character.
driven,
Yeah.
character driven. Yeah.
It was you was looking at the emotion on his faces. His
There was
face.
nothing else. There was
Yeah.
nothing that wasn't supposed to be there
Yeah.
for that one.
I think that's what the Batman series did too. You got like real acting. You wasn't just glitz and glamour.
Well, Marvel gets real acting too, but with those movies, you go in there with the expectations of like explosions, fight scenes, blah 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 blah.
Superpowers.
So, yeah, with
Batman is still a human, so you relate to him on a different level. So and
like Marvel had good acting. You got Robert Downey Jr. Like you.
A-list actor. I ain't gonna
Yeah,
say that.
yeah,
no,
yeah.
I wasn't
Yeah.
not, but the movie wasn't scripted for actors.
Yeah, it wasn't like they were writing great dialogue to highlight how good of a.
Being a great actor made that movie amazing. You know what I'm saying? Marvel got the great character who's a good actor, who's a great actor, don't get me wrong, like Tony Stark or Robert Downey Jr. Perfect. Perfect embodiment of Tony Stark. But Joaquin Phoenix's acting level was on a different fucking tier because it was scripted to be that way.
It was allowed to be highlighted.
Yeah. He needed to be that way for the movie to be amazing.
Makes sense.
Like he
Like the first scene of Endgame, like they let Robert Downey Jr. like do this
go off.
heartfelt,
Yeah,
like
that
good
was-
dialogue, but then it got into okay, it's a Marvel movie, we're fighting, we're fucking flying and shit.
Yeah, we going to
The
space,
whole
we going to
fucking movie of Joker was just like a highlight of how good Joaquin Phoenix was, how good the writers were, the directing was like the camera work was different.
They used a different shot.
You
but
notice something different that
I was-
applies to
if I
society
didn't
every
pick
time you
Joker,
watch it.
If I didn't pick Joker, I would go with Queen and Slim. I don't know if you guys have seen
I
it.
ain't get to see it yet.
You seen it? I was going with Queen and Slim. Only, like, I don't care about the storyline and, like, oh, it's not realistic. That's not what I was looking at the movie for. I'm looking for the cinematic at all. I think it was the best shot movie of the year. Like, from the camera work, from the colors, like, how they use, like, when her black skin when it was in the fucking, in that bar. You know what I'm saying? How oh my God, that shit was so fire to me. Like, but
It was a good year for movies.
yeah, I think movies did definitely take a step forward.
I'm about to say,
No, because I mean, Netflix dropped a lot of good movies
And I was
this
like,
year.
I didn't either, but there was a lot that I wanted to.
I watched a lot of good movies
My,
on Netflix.
If I wasn't going with the Joker, I would probably have to go with Irishman. I really like that movie.
That was it.
That
Not
shit was
gonna
long
hold
as fuck, but I got
It was, but I think it's gonna be one of them last ones that we really get like that,
Yeah.
like Godfather type of shit.
I mean, because you watch Casino. Casino is damn near just as long as Irishman. Yo.
Exactly.
Well,
That's how long those
very
movies.
slow pace.
That's how long those.
That's the
movies
thing for
are.
me, man.
How long is Scarface, man?
Scarface actually isn't that long. Is it really that? Is it? I thought it was short.
Scarface is long as shit.
What am I thinking of?
You might be
I don't
thinking about
know.
Maybe.
Blow like Blow almost.
Blow is long as
Blow
fuck.
is like
Yeah.
2.5 hours,
Yeah.
almost
Blow
3
almost
hours
3 hours
long.
too.
my nigga.
In order to tell
That's
a
how
great
long
story,
those
though.
movies
Yeah.
are. That's
They
what I'm
should
saying.
be.
And I
Yeah.
think it's one of the last ones that we gonna get like with the Italian guys like that.
Mm-hmm.
Because we're out of stories, man. They stopped doing this shit in the 2000s.
And there's
Yeah,
more
dude.
motherfuckers to write about. There's way more people.
Yeah, it's time to
write
start getting
about.
to these black drug
like
lords.
the real motherfucker. Yeah, like the real motherfucker. Them two. But shit,
Yo, I think 50 gonna give us that BMF series. I'm really looking forward to that.
I am too.
I'm really looking forward to that. He also got a show called Doing Life or Life on fucking ABC that's about to drop, and that's going to.
I'm gonna check that out. Oh, tap me got me.
Yeah. Hotep if you got me, but shit, we got movie. I think we got.
Yeah, I just did. I'm not gonna lie. This is 1 year. I used to go to movies all the time, like at least once a month. I think I went and seen Endgame, and that's because my son was going with me. Other than that, I don't think I've been to movies back since April. That was April, right?
Yeah. No, March.
March. Okay, I haven't been back to movies since then.
The only movies I went to the theater to see was Endgame, Joker, and I went and saw the new Star Wars.
I saw.
My dad used to drag me to that shit.
Star Wars. The new Star Wars was fire.
Seen a bunch of kids movies. I take my kids to the
Yeah.
movies a lot.
My
I went to
kids
see
don't even
Frozen
like
2
going-
today.
But there was a bunch of movies I wanted to see though.
It's alright.
What'd you say?
A lot of singing.
Frozen 2.
Oh, my kids don't like that shit.
A lot of singing in the beginning.
Yeah, my son fucks with Frozen, but he don't fuck with Frozen enough. I'll wait till it come out. But
You fuck with Moana, then, buddy.
yeah.
Nah, no.
Fucking
I do too.
Toy Story 4 was decent.
Yeah, it was decent. I wouldn't put that nowhere near.
I don't know. They just kept going on with their story. They gotta
let it go, man.
They should have ended at 3.
Yeah,
It's
they
over.
gotta let it
3
go.
was a perfect conclusion to
It's
it.
over. It's over now.
Yeah,
The
got
way
it.
they
I didn't
ended
even
it,
see
it's over.
4, but I don't know how you could end it more perfectly than 3 did. I went to see 3 when I was like 18, and that was like Toy Story was my favorite movie when I was a kid. Toy Story 1, Toy Story 2, Toy Story 3. I'm an adult now. Like Andy's an adult.
Yeah,
And that shit, it's cut.
He went off to college.
No, they was
dropped
trying
off
to go.
the
They was
toys
trying to
for
get
a
our
little
kids.
girl.
Yeah, they were trying to get that money.
Money now.
Yeah.
Yeah, got kids.
Go take your kids to the movie.
Go ahead, take
Yeah,
that
my
money.
kids
Get that
don't fuck
money.
with. They only fuck with Lion King like that. Little digits.
So we got to get our Ski Mask Hall of Fame inductees of the year.
A year?
And who knew year for the Ski Mask? It's been a lot of bags stolen this year. Who went and got the bag the best though?
Ski Mask. Ski Mask. Who finessed?
It was gonna be AB. It was about to be AB.
Yeah, but they didn't have to get paid.
Yeah, I think she had. I think he was at the top of my
He was
list
gonna
too.
be at
But
Damn.
I think I don't know. I know we can't really put a number on it, but I know Lori Harvey got to be up there.
I can't do that. Reason why I didn't go with her is because her Steve Harvey money. He got more money than all the niggas she fucking. So maybe except Diddy. And she might got more money. He might got more money than all the niggas she fucking combined except Diddy.
Ski Mask Hall of Fame.
So that's why that's why I didn't go straight to Lori Harvey when I thought Ski Mask Hall of Fame inductees. But when I think of who got highway robbery on some bread, fuck.
So because I know we was throwing them in the group chat, and I just can't remember now. Oh, that's sickening.
I don't even remember
Who
talking
did
about
this year, man?
Yeah, I don't think it was such a great year. I think when we was talking about
was a
Ski
good
Mask Hall
year
of Fame, we was talking about
scams.
all time Ski Mask Hall of Fame. You know, like Sam Bradford.
No, last year we had Melo because Melo got he got out of the New York contract,
Yep.
didn't play at all, and then got signed to Houston, and then got cut, but still had to get that money. So Melo was in last year.
We might not have.
Yeah, this year there ain't no.
I think Ski
there ain't-
Mask got to be earned. I don't want to just shoot
Yeah.
motherfuckers in. Ski Mask Hall of Fame, you got to earn that motherfucker. I don't want to just shoot nobody in.
Might be AB. Might be.
No, because he didn't
He
get his
fucked up
contract.
his money. That's
Yeah.
dumb motherfucker right
If
there.
he would have got his contract,
Okay. Who's the biggest loser of the year?
R. Kelly.
R. Kelly.
R. Kelly.
You think R. Kelly's the biggest loser? In what aspect?
He's done. Like
He
he
been
about to go to prison. Man, we had our thoughts about R. Kelly when Surviving R. Kelly came out.
That was it.
Canceled.
Man, hell no. R. Kelly, it was fat bitches keeping him alive. R. Kelly ain't been popping out here.
It don't matter, man. Like the drop off in his life quality.
Okay, it's quality of life.
Like,
Okay,
what the fuck?
so yeah, when you go from a
about to go to
luxury
prison?
condo to a prison, all right.
Yeah,
You said
and
about Bill Cosby then.
No, because
And-
AB just
and-
worked out for the Saints, bro. So I don't think it's over for him.
Who?
AB just worked out for the Saints.
R. Kelly's about to lose mad money in lawyer fees, and it went from damn he did some weird shit back then to this man is a certified predator. People not listening to his music. Well, actually, they did start listening to his music immediately after, but
I'm telling you, man. R. Kelly motherfuckers been like, all right, you doing a little too much. We ain't gonna we gonna just put you to the side kind of shit. I don't remember motherfuckers bumping out like, who was fucking with R. Kelly? Like,
I mean, no, he was definitely already to the side. His career was already over, but now
his
it's
lifestyle, yeah. That's when I think of biggest losers though, I'm talking about the furthest fall. Like he didn't fall that far to me. He was already like teetering on the edge. Now they just nudged his little fat.
he went from teetering to the edge to the bottom of the ocean. He jumped off the cliff and sank all the way to the
T.I.
bottom.
took the biggest L this year.
With what?
So?
That-
In what aspect?
That I'm searching my Dr. Hyman shit. I think he took.
I
I think he took
no.
the biggest L of the year.
I think the Democrats did.
That too. But
We ain't gonna get political. Shit,
That's
biggest
legit.
L.
I think he took the biggest L.
I think Hove might have took the biggest L.
What you mean?
He got that deal with the NFL really shook a lot of people up.
You don't. It
Yeah, but we still can't
and it
even.
don't look good, especially with AB getting that workout today or on Tuesday.
You see what I'm saying?
Like,
that
and it was
sham of a
like,
workout.
and that's what
Kaepernick.
that's what the NFL will really do if they was thinking about giving you a job. You know what I'm saying? You going to work out for a team that's interested. Not
Yeah.
for, I'm about to
Some
work you out
showcase,
with
show monkeys.
yeah,
I don't
like
wanna call it
a
racism.
NFL scout for a
Showcase
quarterback
shit.
that's got 7 years, 9 years worth of game tape. Nigga. But that's neither here nor there. But my biggest L was
Who was your biggest?
Yeah.
T.I.
T.I.? Oh, you said T.I. And you said R. Kelly? You know what? Who's the motherfucker that's dead? Dead motherfucker.
Epstein.
Juice WRLD.
Epstein. Yeah, biggest L right there. Epstein.
Yo, did you say Juice WRLD? Yo,
What?
He's dead. He said do or die.
I wasn't even thinking about Juice WRLD.
Oh, you just asked who died. I don't fucking know.
wow. All right.
I wasn't saying he had the biggest L. I was just saying he died. I'm not laughing at it. Y'all got me fucked up right now. He asked who died. I said Juice WRLD, man.
I was talking about Epstein.
You think
He's an L.
he was the biggest L of the year?
He might be the biggest L of the year.
I don't think he took a big L. I think he got out. He got away easy.
Oh, you believe he committed suicide?
No, I think they killed him. I think them killing him was the best thing that could have happened to him.
I mean,
would you rather be dead or would you rather be in prison for the rest of your life?
with money, I'd rather be in prison for the rest of my life. Still getting high quality porn, decent food.
You're not getting decent food.
You getting decent food. You rich? You're getting decent food.
Somebody, listen,
You're
money
getting high quality.
money
porn, you
talks,
gotta
man.
be
Your lifestyle
decent.
changes when you rich, yo. Well, you probably gonna throw you in what is it, PC?
Oh no, he's gonna go to a federal prison. 90% of federal prisons are embezzlers, old white men. 90% of that. The only actual people in federal prisons that live that life are like if you actually get caught up on a federal drug running trade. Most of the time you're going to state prison.
Yeah.
So you ain't got nothing to worry about in there. If you, like fucking what was it, Martha Stewart? She was living like a queen in that bitch. She was chefing up meals and shit.
Came out to a deal.
Yeah.
Epstein, he probably could have wrote some books from that motherfucker and got paid.
The thing is people hated Epstein because he was a predator.
He was a predator.
So, but
they still would have bought his book because America's sick fucks.
but they might have bought his book if he was snitching.
Yeah,
Like
that's what I'm
Jose-
saying.
like
He
Ken-
wrote
like
some books
Canseco.
snitching and start talking about motherfuckers, talking about the operation. America is some sick fuck. We have fascination.
That's not even being
with
sick.
predators.
I want to know. I want to know who the fuck
I'm not
get these
paying
people
for
the
it.
fuck out of here.
Put it on a fucking documentary or something. And I ain't paying for that shit.
Surviving Epstein.
I think he just was too tied to too many big people.
Mm-hmm. He got nothing.
Lil Fizz.
Ooh.
The fuck is Lil Fizz?
You right. See, that's a good one. Lil Fizz. He took
his
the most public L.
Who is Lil Fizz?
Actually, no, I take that back.
April Jones.
No, Boog and Raspy. They didn't do nothing. Yeah, Fizz at least got some coochie. Boog and Raspy didn't do nothing.
Fuck, it's been a long ass year.
Biggest L.
It's been a fast year, but it's a long year.
Am I wrong?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
You right. All right, so wrapping up the year to year.
Oh wait, Anthony Joshua.
Anthony Joshua.
Fucking fat man.
Oh nah, that wasn't. Well,
But he beat him up after.
yeah.
You was dodging Fury, dodging Wilder.
Oh, he's still
talking
gonna.
big shit, and then you go get knocked out by a fat dude with worse bodies than all of us.
Completely ruin your whole mystique of being the best pound for pound fighter in the world because we know you're not. But we is getting the Tyson and Fury part 2.
I know. I saw
Can't
February
wait.
22nd.
But
Yeah, them niggas got kicked off the tour though.
they did. They did for no reason. They had nothing to do with nothing.
And this was the last, these are their last hurrahs right here. This is their big money grab.
Get it, and that's it. You better
hope
take
to
that
get
money
to
and
that
do it
20-year
right.
mark and kind of like capitalize off that.
All right. Well, with that being said, I would
B2K.
also like to induct Mariana in the Ski Mask Hall of Fame.
That's it. He did get the bag. He went and got Bow Weezy.
He finessed the bag.
He went and got Bow Weezy. It was like,
That's
you know
some
what?
ski mask
He took
shit.
3 more paychecks because the
Did he added 3 paychecks to it?
He said he had
B2K,
3 more. Oh,
son.
shit.
You get rid of
Full
B2K.
ski
That's,
mask down.
that's 3 more
That's
paychecks.
it.
Because they was probably getting crumbs anyway.
They were splitting the shit 3 ways. Now he got to split it with just himself. That's great.
You ain't got to bust it down now.
It's just all me.
Yeah.
Me and Bow
Get
Weezy.
host.
You think they're gonna draw the same?
Who?
The Millennium Tour?
Oh yeah, it's
Oh,
Bow
yeah.
Wow, nigga.
Bow Wow this time.
Yeah.
You still getting on
You gotta
Mario?
remember, it's nostalgia, man.
Listen.
Nostalgia sells.
Bow Wow.
I would've been more
listen,
excited.
Listen, Bow Wow has 10 times more fans than Lil Fizz.
Yeah, but it's not-
And Raspy do.
It's not, but it's not.
Well,
It's
you know
not
that right now.
Lil Fizz. It's B2K, and Omarion and B2K are not the same.
You know
He
what?
can't.
Omarion got about
Look.
half of B2K fans.
Half? No, listen.
And that's
Marion
enough.
sung on every fucking song. He
Don't
can go find
Don't
3
nobody
niggas
else
that can
sing in that
dance.
group.
Okay.
Can nobody else in that group sing?
No one.
Listen, half of B2K fans and all of Bow Wow fans is way more than just B2K fans.
And trust me,
And they still got
them
Pretty
niggas
Ricky.
in B2K never transitioned to adulthood. They never had adult music. Omarion was able to transfer
He got
into
old.
adult music.
No, yeah,
You heard that song, Lil Fizz.
Yeah, but he
just
can
dropped?
he can do those songs.
Can't make music.
He can still do B2K songs with 3 random niggas that's dancing. I promise you,
That's
John.
all you
No one's
I
gonna
promise you. Nobody would know the
You know
difference,
what?
yo.
Then he brought Lil Fizz back.
No, that's not fair.
When Fizz rap parts come out, guess who can rap his parts?
Bow
Wow,
Weezy.
wow. And then guess what they can go into? What's that album they did together? Face to Face?
Yep.
Some shit like that. They go right to that. So you go ahead and start with the or whatever the fuck you want to do, whatever little part Fizz got. You have Bow Wow come out, rap that little verse, boom, they pause and jump into that shit to him and Omarion.
You think he not gonna do Chris Brown part on Shorty Like Mine?
You hear me, nigga?
Hey, B2K.
You got this game fucked up,
Get it
nigga.
all
They can
fucked up out
find
here.
3 other niggas to dance, and I guarantee
gonna have
they
other
probably
niggas
gonna
to
dance
headline?
better than them B2K.
I don't know how the
motherfuckers
fuck
anyway.
Ying Yang Twins snuck in on that tour, but they
What do you
The
mean?
South, the South. When you go to the South,
You ain't twins in the
but
2000s.
they wasn't like,
yeah, man.
they wasn't
Whisper
they
song.
wasn't the young niggas.
Ying Yang Twins was the. Getting freaked to the Ying Yang Twins at Crow's Nest. Crow's Nest is one of my.
Yo, the niggas
Getting freaked in the Crow's Nest of the Ying Yang
Yo, the niggas
Twins.
is really in the booth whispering. Son. Like, imagine a nigga like, yeah, I got this beat for you. It's like, yo, I'm about to kill this shit. Hey, little mama, what's me? Nigga was like, what the fuck is you doing?
What was the song before that? What was the song before that?
So why you twerk?
Yeah.
No, to the window.
No, that's East Side Boys.
That Lil
That's not
Jon
the
East
same
Side
niggas?
Boys.
Nah.
That was
Lil
Lil
Jon
Jon.
East Side
Man,
Boys.
that shit was a smash.
People
Son,
always
when-
mash them shits together though.
That's crazy.
When you do Yin Yang Twins,
You guys ever go to
That
Crow's
is
Nest?
Yin Yang Twins.
You guys ever go to Crow's Nest?
Yes.
Yes, they would do Yin Yang Twins, Lil Jon, East Side Boys, and them franchise boys.
Yep. Oh my god.
Yeah, am I white?
Yo,
We got that on camera.
you see his shoulders? You see Josh in his shoulders?
People pulled out the bat and shit.
Oh my god, yo, we used to be fucking sick. That was gross.
Bro.
Oh my god.
I'm telling you, getting freaked to the Whisper song is one of my best memories.
Oh, I swear to God, you hear me?
Where to go? You hear me? You hear me?
I forgot to bring the holy water.
Yo, niggas
At
was
the Crow's
sickos,
Nest?
bro.
So the
I
Crow's
ain't
Nest.
go to no goddamn crow's nest. Man.
Yeah, he was too old. He was too
Go for
old.
that shit.
No,
We
I
were
was doing
14,
Crow's
15.
Nest. I was doing Crow's Nest and Jordan Grimes basement parties, nigga.
I was at Tanika Baker's
Yes, nigga.
house parties in Unity Park on that
Hell yeah.
second floor, sweating up them walls with the blue light. Ashley
Nigga.
Bones booty cheeks on me.
Yo, this nigga's
Life
sick,
was
though.
good, yo.
Getting,
Bro,
man.
Darrell, when anything my little brother went to, I was not partaking in. Not at that age.
I was in the middle. I was allowed to do both because you know what I'm saying? My siblings was older, so I did all of that shit. I was at the basement parties and I was at the Crow's Nest, nigga. Good times.
I had
Great
on a
times.
do-rag and a long tee.
I think I got into a fight after every single Crow's Nest.
Nigga, after every time, I remember getting yeeked, or we used to call it getting yeeked.
Yep,
Nigga,
getting yeeked on the
you had to hide. You had to
Getting
hide.
yeet on the
You had to hide your boner and shit.
Yeah.
Nigga, you were trying to hide your fucking boner in your
Bro.
pants, nigga.
Bro.
Your belt
Not
buckle.
me.
I danced with a girl who shall not be named, and she was trying to get the boner up out of me. You know what I mean? Like, not even really dancing, but
Girls that want to get the boner out of you, they drop. And then they bring their ass back up.
Oh
no,
my
yeah.
Pull the dick
And
out.
then they keep it there, and I know.
Man, listen,
But then some black girls came up and started dancing with me, like pushed her away basically, and started dancing with me, and they felt the shit, and they were like,
White?
oh my fucking god.
I was like, yeah, I mean, that's what you came for. I don't know what you want me to do. I wasn't embarrassed. I was just chilling. I was like,
That was the point. I was trying to put
yeah. I was like, what you mean?
trying to put my dick on your back.
Niggas used to be mad embarrassed. Yo, I'm hiding shit, putting motherfucking belt buckle, walking away like I'm good.
Oh, the belt buckles are my. I wish the belt buckles would make a comeback. I remember walking over to Niagara Middle with the skull belt buckle. I had like 18 different belt
Oh, I
buckles.
thought you was about
That
to
was
say
the
the,
shit.
electronic one.
No. C had one.
he had one.
C had one. Who else? Ladre had one. Ladre had one of the.
Yo,
Niggas was fucking sickos
everybody
back
in my
then.
grade had one,
Damn,
including my
you
brother.
one, don't
My
lie.
brother told my dad to go buy me and him
That's one of the only things
one of them
about
electric
my
belts. I said, Dad, don't buy me no damn I was like, these new Dragon Ball Z toys.
Bro, my belt game.
Don't buy me no fucking belt, man.
I remember coming in the first day, 8th grade, with the skull belt buckle from the Jim Jones video and the G units on.
Man,
Killing the game.
Yo.
Life was wild. Jesus fucking.
And the crazy thing is that wasn't even this decade.
Them niggas
That
had
was-
us out here dressing crazy, yo.
Yo.
Oh, I had the.
Them niggas had us out
fashion-
here fucking wild. Yo.
That shit was awful. 2000s fashion was honestly might be the worst fashion I've experienced in my lifetime. Even looking back, I'm like,
From 2000 to 2010.
Yeah.
as an upstanding citizen of the community now, I'm like, I would tuck my purse in if I see a young man walking past me dressed
Yo,
like
son, yo. I was watching the one video with what is that?
Laffy Taffy.
No.
Soldier Boy.
What me now?
Cam and Jewel's video.
Which one?
Boy.
Hey Ma.
Hey Ma, yeah.
Hey Ma. Them niggas was going out with the do-rag untucked. Like, literally in that, like a fashion statement.
Like in the
Yeah.
Yo, son, you know how sick you had to be?
With the headband on?
The pink do-rag untucked with the pink mink.
Yo, dead ass. And it was, like, that was the fashion.
with the do-rag.
And it only got worse as the decade went on.
Yo.
As
Yo,
the
'cause
decade
people
went
started
on,
to elaborate, yo.
they were like, damn, his pants are baggy, let mine be baggier.
That's what I'm saying. They was trying to get more elaborate with it.
It was
Let
so
mine
crazy.
be baggier.
No, when
Yo.
niggas,
It peaked. It literally peaked and then exploded after Soldier Boy.
Yep.
Soldier Boy was the last one, and he was like, all right, I'm gonna wear these 4XLs and be the skinniest dude in the game. And then they were like, everyone looked at it and was like, right, this is it.
It's-
We're gonna start wearing
it's-
tighter
it's-
clothes.
Yo,
We
people
fuck
say
it
double
down.
edge ups.
We gonna show
Double
y'all.
head-
The double edge up.
Double edge ups. No, when niggas was wearing boot cut fucking jeans with sneakers.
Oh,
We were sick.
Wow.
We were sick little bastards, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
and
That's
I
why I
was
said, like-
I was like the last of the Mohegans, man. I was the last of the white boys. Listen, after,
Yo, we were disgusting.
after all the white boys ran back over to Aeropostale and shit, I was like, I ain't no fucking poser. I ain't moving. I ain't mixing it up.
You're still with
Still in the 10th in
with
senior
the Boss
year.
jeans on.
Senior year wearing that shit, having the what was the store in the Sun Park Mall?
Fucking.
Nah.
It was Debs, but it was the other one.
The guy
Lux,
side,
Lux.
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 And then the store in
That's not what it was called.
yeah, it was
Lux.
the one with they had like the cartoon characters
Yeah.
on the shirts and shit.
Yeah, it wasn't called Lux. It was tops and bottoms.
Tops and
Tops and
bottoms.
bottoms, that
And then
was
there
it.
was the one in Buffalo too on Hurdle. They had the fire shit. That was where I used to get all my
Lifestyle
Sean.
Street Gear.
Yeah,
That's it right there. Lifestyle Street Gear, nigga, right next to fucking tuxedo joint.
yeah.
That's crazy.
We were disgusting.
We was
We were
wild.
sick as fuck.
I look like scumbag Steve, bro.
No,
And I-
and then the
I just-
Aeropostale came through.
No, but I
That
didn't.
better?
I didn't.
Oh, you didn't?
I didn't. Until senior. I didn't. I dressed like that until senior year.
When I got to college,
Hey, why you looking?
when I got to college, it was like it was a wrap for us by the time we got to college.
When I got to college, I switched it up because I really started
Kanye.
giving a fuck about bitches in
The
college.
Kanye influence. really
Kanye
kicked
changed
in.
all of that shit, yo.
It's like his shit came out before we got to college, but when you got to college, you see why he was talking like that in college with the pink polos and the backpacks and the.
Yeah, like around that
Gotta
time,
cut
that's when I started
jeans
wearing
and shit,
polos too. Like my jeans was still a little baggy.
No,
my
bro,
jeans was
I still had
baggy.
big
Like,
pockets, nigga.
I look like
Yeah.
Kanye, but Kanye's jeans was still baggy too.
Yeah, niggas
But
still
the-
had big
At that
pockets.
time,
He had the
We-
By the time I got
best.
to college, which was 08, we like started to tighten our shit. Not like we weren't tight like motherfuckers is like skinny jeans type, but we started to tighten our shit up a bit. And chicks was never feeling that baggy shit,
I
yo.
always got.
I don't know
jeans
where
that-
her
my
ass
jeans
was
was
getting pussy
bag- My
from.
jeans fit me. Like my jeans always fit me. They was just boot cut. And my mom wasn't going for that extra baggy shit.
Nah, my shits were
My
baggy,
jeans
bro.
always fit me. Don't get it twisted.
And once we got to a certain age, my parents didn't dress us, so my dad just gave us money to go buy our own shit, and it was just whatever we brought home.
Shit, boot cut jeans, nigga. Yeah, nigga, we was wild.
I was in there. I cannot believe I was in there.
It's crazy because I wouldn't even get this. I get the. I can't believe this nigga got on boot cut sweats.
I got on boot cut sweats.
Yo, I won't even wear sweats if they like that, bro.
This is sick, yo.
Joggers only?
I cut them shits up and make them shorts for the gym.
This is sick.
He making booty shorts.
Shit, this nigga got on boot cut sweats. You right, yo.
That shit.
He got
Wow.
on. This nigga said I got my Timbs on, so I'm gonna wear my boot cut sweats.
Nigga.
Yo, is he
I was
gonna
doing
get
laundry today, and I was like, "Oh shit, I gotta go do a podcast." Nigga,
This nigga got boot cut sweats. What are those?
what are those?
I wear whatever
take
now.
this
Just
shit-
I ain't doing them triple X's, man.
What?
I'm saying now I don't give a fuck. Like I'll wear boot cuts as long as they're nice, but
As long as they
No.
fit. I said nah.
I,
I just don't like the way they.
I don't know if I own any.
shoes. Like, I go straight.
Nah, I like slim,
And that's it.
Fit it.
slim and fitted.
Fit it and tapered. But anyways, who had or who is 2019's
I thought that was our wrap up.
Who had the best rap, like MC wrap up of the year? I mean, rapper of the year. So like, you know, features versus who was the rapper of the year?
I immediately jump to the baby,
I'm gonna go with
but
Cole.
my heart says Benny
I'm gonna say Benny.
because I really, really fucked with it. A lot of Benny shit, son. When I saw Benny was on the record, I got excited.
If we're talking
Benny-
MC of the year, will we take out? If we're taking out like artist of the year, like the commercial shit
Who
and
had the
everything,
best rapper?
Nah, just
who's
whatever.
doing? Who's giving the
I'll
best
just say
quality
whatever.
rap
Benny.
performances this year?
consistently he had he had his own 7-song shit. He had a 5-song shit with Smoke DZA. He had the Griselda shit where him and Conway murdered it, but it was kind of ruined by Westside. Boom. I'm gonna say either Benny or Cole.
Shoot, I got Cole.
Yeah, Cole,
Cole had the features and he had
Cole had
the
the
features
features
was like-
and then the fucking
The compilation.
Green Book
You
album,
wake up
he
and
had
you see Cole
verses
trending,
on there.
You're like, oh shit, Cole got a new feature.
Exactly, yo, and he smoked every feature, like literally
did.
smoked
Yeah.
every last one of them. To the point where he told everybody like, "Yo, I'm gonna get on this verse, and I already know what the outcome gonna be."
Yo,
what would it be?
like,
yeah,
Just
I
the-
was listening to Under the Sun and I was kind of drunk when I was listening to it. Cole blacked out on that shit, son.
Which one?
Under the Sun, he the first verse on Under the Sun. Nothing new under the sun. Nobody
Oh,
fucking
yes.
with sun.
Yes.
He said something like, some niggas is catching strays, so in a way we the dog catches. Something. Like, I'm like, wait, rewind. Like, it's a whole scheme he put. Basically strays.
Yo, and they tried to
niggas
give.
catching
And
dog. I
they
was
said
like,
that
oh!
they said that baby verse on that record was the rap verse of the year, and I'm like, nah.
Yeah, I see why. I get why he said it. He ended it good. He proved at that point, motherfucker was kind of skeptical on his rapping, and then when he got on record with Cole and he actually rapped, he was like, "Oh, okay, he can rap." I think it was just more of the hype of it than anything. But Cole smoked that. Like I like listen back to it and the shit that he was saying. I'm like, oh. So I get it now. We dog. He said straight bullets in your dog catch it. So in a way we dog snatch. Like I'm like, what the fuck is he talking about? And then you hear the straight part and you like put it all together. I'm like, oh.
This is stupid.
I was like, wait, run that shit.
Oh, this nigga just tripped out my brain.
But yeah, Cole smoked the fuck out of that shit.
See,
So yeah, it's like, I mean,
Benny.
yeah, Cole
of
went
course you
crazy
can pick
this
Benny.
year.
Fuck.
Niggas, man.
He was on Black Album. He
Boom,
was on
boom,
SZA,
boom.
Ari Lennox shit. Like, God
I ain't gonna
damn,
lie, I
man.
really like. I should. Benny and Conway, I think, really had really.
I
good
told you
years.
niggas, Conway
Both
was
of them
dope,
niggas had
son. It's
really
Benny
good
just.
years.
I think Benny's separating himself. To be completely honest with y'all, and it's clear he's separating himself because that's who people talk about the most when they say Griselda.
Yeah.
But I always said it was supposed to be Conway leading that pack.
I honestly
What
think they
happened
should.
was
I
Benny
think it
jumped
should
in
be.
front.
If they were smart, I think that Westside would let Benny and Conway both go do their thing.
That's his goal. His goal is to stop rapping. He's
Well,
been saying
shit,
that
he
forever.
should- he
You ever
should do
notice
that
in
right
those
now.
freestyles?
Griselda
like with,
should be like from here. Them two niggas should take Griselda and run off with it.
with rap, right?
Like not like technically not like
He wants to.
literally run
What he
off with it. But
what
I
he
mean,
was saying
like,
in interviews was he
just
said
make that
my
shit-
goal is
take that shit to the next level.
to just push the other nigga. Like he knew it originally was supposed to be Conway. Conway was the man. He got them signed. He got them to deal. Was Conway rapping? And then
He was like,
here
wait,
comes
we
little
got,
cousin
we got
Benny.
too.
like little cousin Benny comes and everybody. He just started. He's more like personable. So he'd go.
Tana Talk
do
3,
other
nigga,
songs
when
with
he
people.
put out a quality project, it was that project that when niggas heard the project, they're like, wow, this is amazing. Like, because up to that point,
Have
it
you
was
ever
like,
heard?
yo,
Have you ever heard Stab This Shot? Him and
Yes, 38 Special.
yes.
That shit is fire.
Yes, but
Yo, you know they didn't put 38 Special Sunday School on one of them verses on Complex. Whoever run Complex hate Drake, clearly. But we ain't gonna even get into that. But they ain't put Sunday School 38 Special on there. They had Lil Uzi. What verse? It was the second best verse they put of the year. What verse is on that? What song are they talking about with Uzi number 2? Y'all ever hear it? It's his new
nigga.
shit. Something called.
I've probably heard 3 Uzi Vert songs in my life.
I never heard a verse from Lil Uzi that said, "Yo, this is verse of the year worthy."
I didn't know he rapped.
People don't
I don't want to talk about it.
people don't care anymore, man.
But they
5
had
years from
Pusha
now-
1,
5
Uzi
years-
2, and then they had like Benny on there from 5 to 50, and like 4. So like, so y'all get who the
Who was
fuck
one?
rappers are? Complex.
No, who was one?
Push it.
For what verse?
Something like Lucy. What was it called? What was some of his Lucy's? It was the fucking. Hold on, I'll tell you in a second. Y'all go ahead and talk.
Well, obviously, we're getting pushed.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to listen to this Uzi shit because I haven't even heard him rap.
Well, so
they obviously hate Drake.
once again, guys, 2019 has been a great year. We're gonna have some good times coming up on New Year's Eve. Everybody that's going out, be safe. You know what I'm saying? Don't drink and drive. Call Uber. I know they usually have a promotion to get you home safely.
Called the TrapNerd bus.
I do not want to see any bad headlines on New Year's Day. To start my 2020 off, I don't want to hear about any of my friends or my loved ones or any of your loved ones dying. You guys got anything else before we wrap up for the year?
What he said. Also, it's probably still gonna be time for you to get on the bus if you hear this on Monday. So holla at your boy.
Absolutely. Josh, you got 2 episodes left in us for 2020, and then
I got this episode and one more, I think, or maybe 2 more. I don't know how it's.
11th, right?
Yeah, the 11th's my going away party. So if we could do it,
We the dog catchers.
and Shit, man. That's the Trap Nerd podcast. Happy fucking New Year.
Happy New Year.
Merry Christmas to everybody that, didn't hear them. We didn't say that at the beginning of the show, but yeah, Merry Christmas to y'all niggas and shit. Marv, your fucking computer is frozen. Locked, so you gotta come fix that. But we out.
Peace.
Peace.